Alright, it looks like we are live. How's everyone doing today? If everyone can go on and give me a thumbs up, let me know if the audio is coming in clear. I want to make sure that we are all copacetic and we are all good to go. How's everyone doing so far? We're going to get started officially in like 4 more minutes, so just hang tight. We got a nice stream scheduled for everyone today. How's everyone's doing? How's everyone's weekend going? Let's see who we got in the chat so far. We got Stitch, what's going on? Darwin, what's going on, bruh? Brewer, what's going on, man? Ease, what's going on? Showing love from Jersey. Well, howdy doody, all the way from Cali to Jersey. What's going on, bruh? Ronald Hoover, what's going on, dude? Hillbilly TV, what's going on? Virgil Hill, it's good to see you again. Lone Heart Kid, how you doing? Kaylee Steel Moon, always a pleasure. Fox Tactical, Cloud, Rango, got a good amount of people today. All right. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go and leave a thumbs up on this live stream. We'll officially begin in like 4 more minutes. At 35, we'll go ahead and actually start for you. Going over the promos and all the new things with all y'all people. Casper, what's going on, dude? Darchi, what's going on? Hillbilly, thank you, Hillbilly, for the 99-cent donation. Much appreciated, bruh. Again, if you guys want to go ahead and show your support for Airsoft GI, make sure to go ahead and pick up all your Airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI, right? Make sure to go ahead and get all your Airsoft goodies from us, because the only guys that reward your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. But you guys want to stay tuned for the promos tonight. Got some good promos for you today. Darktree, what's going on, bruh? Alaska Moto, what's going on? Can I get a shout out to my dream to hit 100 subs? Everyone, make sure to go ahead and sub to Alaska Moto. Let's go ahead and give him 100 subs. That'd actually be really freaking dope. Alaska Moto, I will definitely be giving you a sub myself as well, my personal channel. Trace Hellman, what's going on, dude? Mr. Accountability, what's going on? Arnie Valdez, what's going on? Eden, how you doing, bro? Warwolf Airsoft. Good to see everyone. Galaxy Dog, what's going on, dude? How is everyone doing? See here. Yeah, we'll officially begin and start answering some Airsoft questions once we go over, of course. Once it hits 35, we'll go over all the promos, all the new things for you guys, because there's some new stuff actually to hit the site that I'm very excited about. Also going to be asking you guys some questions as well, so feel free to go ahead and participate in the chat. It's going to be an absolute blast tonight. And again, if the audios need to be adjusted, let me know in the chat as well. See, Obliterated for Gaming, yo, I live in Alaska. Yay, what's going on, bro? I hear Alaska is beautiful. That's actually a state I've always wanted to check out, actually. Billy Mota, what's going on, dude? What's going on, everyone? How is everyone doing today? Chef, what's going on, dude? Akrai, what's going on, bro? Got a lot of people on tonight. Hell yeah. If you guys can do me a favor, let's see, we got 42 viewers right now. 42 viewers. Only 13 likes. Let's go ahead and bump those likes up. Do me a favor. Hit that smash. What does every YouTuber say? Smash that motherfucking like button, right? Real Wild, what's going on, dude? Make sure to go ahead and like this live stream. Really helps us out beat the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube hates anything Airsoft related, but we are not going anywhere. We're not quitting, right? YouTube could only dream about getting rid of us, right? We're going to be staying here forever, right? We're going to be here for a long time. Alaska would be a fun place to have outside airsoft field. Absolutely, I am all for that. But again, I don't live in Alaska. I'm actually curious to see what Alaska would be like in terms of this playing airsoft in the snow. I know people do it in like Europe, but still. Mash that like, subscribe. Absolutely. If you guys aren't already subscribed, what are you doing? Again, guys, I'll give you all this free content. All we ask is you subscribe and give a like. Damn. Yo, I want to do some events out in Cali, but I don't know anyone on your side. Hey, man, Ease, if anything, DM us directly, Discord, Instagram, Facebook. If anything, you can DM me directly as well. If you ever want to hang and just play some Airsoft, bro, just go ahead and, DM me. I'm totally down to play. I'm totally down. We got... SoCal is, blessed with a ton of fields, right? So if you ever want to if you end up coming out to Cali and you want to go ahead and play with us, then by all means, feel free to DM us. We can definitely get stuff going. I'm pretty sure a lot of the members of the Mayo Gang would be totally down to hang as well. Let's see, I got my MG4 Mark II today, and my trigger finger is way too happy. It's awesome, and the original barrel came with it too. You guys rock. Mr. Accountability, you are most welcome. Absolutely, dude. We're glad that you were happy with it, especially your P+. All Alright, now it is 7:35, and we're going to officially start the stream. Welcome to another episode of the No Flight List live stream. My name is Isaias. I will be your host for tonight's episode. You guys can read the title. This is going to be Watch to Win, our giveaway Q&A live stream, right? So, to all my regular viewers, first of all, thank you to everyone that is returning. Your viewership always means the world to me. It absolutely does, right? And all of my newer viewers out there, everyone that's new to the streams, welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are most certainly welcome here. You guys read the title itself. You guys can see that, yes, this is a Q&A live stream. So if you guys have any airsoft related questions, or if you want to ask me some personal questions, you are more than welcome to do so. I'm an open book. I don't really keep any secrets at all. Feel free to go ahead and let me know down in the live chat. Now, the comment section, it's got to be the live chat. And put the letter Q right in front of your question. It makes it a lot easier for me to go ahead and see. You're welcome to ask your question more than once. However, try not to spam. You will be kicked, and no one wants to do that. It's not a good time for anyone. So just be patient. I will come around to your question as soon as I possibly can. And again, there's no such thing as a dumb question. I don't want people to be afraid, especially if you're a first timer, worried you're gonna get roasted in the live chat. No, you're not. You're not gonna get roasted for asking your airsoft related questions. I don't mind. I want everyone to feel like they have a safe space asking me their airsoft related questions. I've been playing airsoft for 13, 14 years now, and at the end of the day, I don't mind. Everyone starts somewhere, right? And I want to make sure that you guys have a good space to go ahead and ask your questions, get started, get some advice. If you're looking for recommendations from products that we sell on our website, where to get started, how to play a certain game, whatever it may be, feel free to let me know down in the live chat. But again, put a letter Q in front of it. Now, as per tradition, with all my live streams, I like to go ahead and throw in some promos for y'all, right? So right now, any order, $50, right? For every $50 placed per order, you'll be receiving 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway, right? This is the new Certified Hood Classic, right? Now, the stream starts at 7:30, right? We started at 7:30. So any order from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? This is the deadline. This is when the stream is going to end. Is when the stream ends, this is when this promo ends as well. Every $50 that you spend on an order, you'll be getting 5 entries per, right? So think multiples of 50. You spend $50, you get 5 entries. Get up to $100, that's 10 entries. $150, that's 15 entries. You guys get the idea. Basic math right here. You guys want to increase your odds even further, even more, right? Even more. What I would suggest you do is pick up the GI Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box version 2, right? This is the second coming, right? This is the Electric Boogaloo. The original Platinum 20th Anniversary box was so popular, right? It was such an awesome box. Right now, you can pick for $179.98, automatic free shipping, right? Free UPS ground shipping. That there's no questions about that. You'll be getting free UPS ground shipping, right? And an insane prize list, right? With the grand prize, right? Because I convinced them, we had to do it to them. It's going to be the Tokyo Marui Mark 46 Mod 0 NGRS LMG AAG. I know, what a mouthful. If you guys haven't seen a review of that gun, which, oh my god, it's so fun. Check out that review that I did. It premiered this past Friday. Highly recommend you check it out. It's a super fun video. Go in detail about the airsoft gun itself. Highly recommend you check it out. If you wanted to see what a $1,477, basically a $1,500 airsoft LMG is like, there you go. That'll answer all your questions right there. What exactly you're getting and how fun it is. It's such a fun gun. But there are still some amazing prizes on here, right? We got some other LMGs on here as well. Got some Elite Force 416s, KWA on here as well, G&G. LCT, right? We even got the MGC4 on here as well, which is freaking sick. We got the Mark II on here. So many decent stuff. Again, ENL too. Fuck, dude. There's some banging airsoft prizes in this thing. Some banging prizes, which you don't want to miss out on. And again, $179, right? You're guaranteed to win something off that list, and you'll get automatic free shipping, in addition to getting 10 entries, 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. And it's happening this Thursday. The shopping spree giveaway is just 2 days away. So make sure that you place your orders. Get entered right now. Because remember, Airsoft GI is the only airsoft retailer will reward your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. But you might as well take advantage of the promo right above my head. Remember, it's right there. It is right there for you guys to take advantage of, right? You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so make sure that you take advantage now and don't let this opportunity go to waste. Now, like I said, there are going to be also some other stuff on the website as well. We got plenty of new products available right now on the site, stuff that just dropped, right? Of course, we got our classic, the R15s, the MGC4s, both the Mark II and the Mark I are available, which, by the way, we are running very low on quantity for both the Mark II and for the Mark I, right? Have some new products that just hit the site as well. Some Atlas Custom Works accessories, even some Atlas Custom Works airsoft guns as well, which those went live last week. So make sure that you check those out. In addition, right? Oh, I missed it already. Right here, BB Wars is like literally what is that? 2 weeks away? We're 2 weeks away. 1, 2. Yeah, it's like a little over 2 weeks away. You guys have to make sure that you pick up your tickets right now while you can. Again, there's not going to be any walk-ons. There's not going to be any day of like sales. You have to go ahead and get your tickets, pre-register now while you can. Tickets are $50, which is the perfect opportunity. $50, that's 5 chances of winning the giveaway, right? Tickets are available for both the Rebellion and for the Empire. Boaz and my boy Justin will be leading the Rebels, while Cisco and myself will be taking the charge of the Empire. So make sure that you choose your side. Right, again, pre-register now while you can. The requirements are down here, and we're going to be updating with some more of the field-specific rules, because SC Village and KWA, Team Biohazard, actually came together with the rule set that we're going to have for the game. So make sure that you read up on that once we update the rule sets on here as well. But yeah, tickets are available right now, $50, right? Now, with that said, again, if you have any Airsoft-related questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me in the live chat. Or do you want to ask me some personal questions? Feel free to do so. Make sure to put it in the live chat with the letter Q in front. Again, be patient, and I will get to your question as soon as I possibly can. All right. Let's see. Open up your lovely questions, right? And it said, what's going on? Oh, what's going on, Nate? What's going on, Nathan? Just to get the MG, just to make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, bro, if I get the MG Mark II T10 or the SIG MCX, I'll be the happiest camper ever. Hey, man, like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? With any of the mystery boxes that we do, like, the prizes that we put there, any of those prizes that we get, right? I'll pull it up right here. Right? Any of these prizes that I get, like, if I were allowed to get one, because employees are not allowed to, but if I got anything from here, because this list is literally stacked to the brim, my guy, right? T10 on here, we got the Elite Force 416s, the A&K Mark 46s, the Lancer 240, the BAM, of course, the grand prize, the Mark 46 LMG Next Generation Recoil Shock is just supreme. It's just it's sublime, right? You guys seen the Barbie movie, right? Remember that scene where he where she says, "Oh yeah, you want to go out?" And he's like, "Give me a minute to think about it." Sublime! Like, that's literally the best way I can describe shooting that gun. It's so freaking sick, dude. All right, yeah, and again, guys, absolutely, make sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this live stream if you haven't already. Michael Lloyd, hit me again. When will the F90 be coming out? Also, sick M249 review, dog. Thank you, Michael Lloyd. Thank you. We tried to make our reviews as entertaining as possible, and honestly, I had an absolute blast. I don't know if you saw it on my face. I was just ecstatic to be shooting that gun. When the F90 will be coming out, I haven't been given an ETA. I do believe it's scheduled to be coming out maybe sometime next year. But again, I could be wrong. That was the last thing that I remember hearing anything about that, right? That was the last thing I remember hearing about it. But unconfirmed at this time. We will be continuing to ask KWA when they want to drop it. It'd be cool if they drop it around the holiday season, actually. That'd be kind of smart if you think about it. You know what I mean? But again, the minute that word gets out about the F90, I will be making sure that we post it all over our social media. All over. Nathan Earn, freaking exhausted and working 14-hour days the last 3 days. Got 7 more days to go. Bruh, Nathan. Be careful out there, man. Be careful out there. There's a lot of guys that are exhausted right now driving on the freeways and they're getting into an accident. So please stay awake. If you can, get some rest when you need it. Take care of yourself, bro. Again, don't want anything bad happening to you. Get some rest, bro. Rango, I bought the Platinum 23 mystery box in 921 and just wondering how long shipping will take. So Rango, when it comes to like mystery boxes, we have to go down the list of like who ordered first, and some of them actually come from a different warehouse, some of the actual prizes that we get for the mystery boxes. So for that one, if anything, Rango, what you can do, DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, DM with your order number. It has to be DM specifically. You don't want to put that in the chat. That the order number is information that only you and you alone should have, right? DM us directly with your order number, and we can give you a status update what might be going on. It might have shipped, and you just might have not have gotten the email for it. That very well could be a thing. So DM us directly on Instagram, Facebook, or Discord. Don't put it in here in the live chat. I won't be able to do anything. But yeah, it has to be through DMs on any of our social media platforms. We'll get you taken care of, bro. Let's see here. Kevin, I picked up this mystery box. Was stuck in analysis paralysis for my first gun, so ring it is. No, I get it, dude. I absolutely get that. Is the Peanuts Gang music playing? It kind of sounds like it, Brewer. You're kind of right. It does kind of sound like the Peanuts song in the background. No, it is not. It's just some generic like coffee shop bookstore like playlist going on in the back. Let's see here. My little brother, that was actually one of the songs, because my little brother and I both knew how to play piano. That was actually like his go-to song that he would love playing, because he loves the Peanuts. My mom is a big Peanuts fan. She has like Peanuts mugs. She has like Charlie Brown like t-shirts and everything. Like she's a huge Peanuts lover. Yeah, no, he would intentionally play that song over and over again, right? To the point where even my mom got kind of sick of it. But at recitals, I remember he would always used to play that song. I miss those good old days. A simpler time, if you will. Okay, Trace Hillman, what LiPo would you recommend for an A&K M60VN? So I'd have to remember what the battery space is for the M60VN. Let me take a look at it. Because depending on the battery space, you can get a pretty thick milliamperage battery, pretty thick brick, right? So let's see, M60. Oh, my wires are everywhere. M60. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I just type in M60, it'll show up. Yeah, I mean, it's sold out. It's sold out, but like, oh wait, the A&K one, not the LCT one. Actually, even the A&K one is on discount right now. $485 normally. Now it's $447. That's actually a pretty damn good deal. I mean, hey, anyone want to go ahead and put together a NOM kit with me? I'm actually putting together a MacV saw kit right now. I have the Tiger Stripe already. I have the XM177. I have the boots. I just need to get the chest rig, and I'm getting the bandolier, and of course I want to go ahead and get the boonie cap as well, and I got to do that little weird modification where they trim it, but that'll be sick. Honestly, I want to do more NOM kits, more historic kits. But yeah, for this one, I don't remember where the battery compartment for this bad boy is. If it's I mean, either way, for this, I would not recommend going with an 11-1. Either way, I would not recommend going for an 11-1 Trace Hillman. I mean, you can if you really want to, right? If you really, really, really want to go for that higher rate of fire, then yeah, you can go for the 11-1, but just bear in mind, I personally would not recommend it. This is not using any sort of like ETU of any kind. This is going to be basic trigger contacts, which it's only going to be a matter of time before those get burned out, right, with the 11-1. Personally, I would probably recommend sticking with a 7.4. Yeah, it's going to be pretty slow, but at the end of the day, it's going to last a lot longer. And again, dare I say, especially when it comes to LMGs, it's actually smarter. I know it's going to sound crazy. It's actually smarter with LMGs to go with a lower rate of fire build because you're able to conserve ammo a lot more efficiently. Yeah, honestly, it's cool, right? Being able to put a huge amount of rounds downrange, and upgrades in general, are pretty damn cool, right? And it is helping with the intimidation factor of an LMG, right? Nothing's a little more intimidating than like, oh, there's an LMG and it's shooting real fast down this lane. I'm not gonna push this side, right? I get it, right? I do that, right? I'm shooting right now, even though it's upgraded, I'm only shooting like 30 RPS. Maybe 32 on a good day, right? I'm only shooting 32 max RPS, right? But even in general, because I have a 2-stage trigger, I'll go 28 on the low setting, right? I'll go 28 because, again, I don't really need it to be that fast in the first place, right? That's the whole mentality behind the NGRS Mark 46, right? Yeah, maybe a slower rate of fire, but it definitely gets the job done. And that's on a 7.4 too, which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, technically speaking, not supposed to use, at least a stock anyway, a stock NGRS with a 11.1. Just keeps going through. Customize the limiter. What's your opinion on the Redline N7 HPA engine? I like Redline. Redline's been around for a while. I've actually had some pretty good experience. Sigma, one of my homies, you guys, he's been in the chat before. He actually would run a lot of Redline stuff before in the past. So at Cisco, and they both had pretty good opinions of it. I haven't had any personal experience with it outside of borrowing their guns for a match and just seeing what it felt like. And yeah, I think they're solid. Let's see here. Farts and electronic B. Should I get an ASG PO7 or ASG PO9? Ooh, PO7 versus PO9, right? P0. Actually, you know what? Let's go ASG pistol. There we go. Right, that way we can see both of them. Right? ASG CZ7. Okay, SG1 PO9. Between the two, I think I like the PO9 just a little bit more, right? Especially this one, right? This is probably my favorite version of it, right? I love the CO2, right? Especially in this urban gray. I just think it's a color you just don't see very often, right? And again, the CO2 on this thing is insane, right? This thing shoots freaking nice, man, right? I would personally go with this one specifically in the urban gray, but that's just, again, that's a personal individual preference. It's entirely up to you, whatever you like. It's really all individual preference. I just like the PO9 a little bit more. Okay, let's see here. Keep scrolling through. Promos de Papa Queso. Absolutely, right? Tengo mucho promos. No, I only have one. Solamente tengo uno. I have played in 2 feet high snow. It was a blast, but it does get annoying. Actually, Jed Rippey, that's a very interesting point because you played in, what was it, 2 feet? Yeah, 2 feet of high snow. What do you guys think is worse? Sand or snow? I mean, not to get too like Anakin Skywalker on this, but I actually think sand would be a lot more annoying than like snow. Snow is cold. Don't get me wrong. I've had my fair share of like water or like rain before. Even hail. I've gotten a little bit of hail before. But I think sand is honestly would be a lot worse, right? I just don't like the heat, right? Just something about the heat itself is just, ugh. Like, if I can play where it's like super cold year round, I would be happy, right? I'm not built for, even though I've been like, even though I'm freaking Mexican, right? I was born and raised, like, you know, in SoCal, like deserty areas, and, you know, I'm not built for it for some reason. I've always been a very hot-bodied person. I don't like playing in the heat. What do you guys actually prefer? Do you guys like playing in the heat, or do you guys like playing in this in the cold weather? What's your preferences? Boaz is actually a very big fan of playing out in the heat. He loves the desert. He's a big desert boy. I hate it. And also, sand itself, to be fair, to Anakin's credit, sand is, yes, indeed, it is rough, it's coarse, irritating, and it does indeed get everywhere, right? I mean, I went to the beach, actually, not too long ago, like this past weekend, and, like, you know, I was playing in the waves, having fun, right, because I love the water, it was nice and cold the way I like it, but, man, oh man, like, I got sand everywhere, like, I got it in every single, like, crevice that you can imagine on the human body. It was disgusting, right? But again, for me, I would actually prefer playing in snow than I would say like out in the desert where it's like super, super hot. Because at least it's nice and cool and you can bundle up, right? You can put on multiple layers. Eden asks, do you think Lancer will go back and revisit their old product catalog and update them to their current standard? OSW, CAG, PDW, Spectre, M4. I don't know, actually, because back in the day, like trademarks and licensing wasn't like seen as that big a deal, but now it is, right? Licensing and stuff is really, really difficult. Now, I still think that there are companies that are making stuff like the CAC PDW, right? I think Double Bell still has their PDW. When it comes to like the OSW, I don't know if anyone's going to be revisiting it, especially when it's like a different platform that's outside of like the AR, right? When it's something outside the AR realm, it just feels like there's not a whole lot of incentive for manufacturers to make it, right? Because, I mean, remember, money talks, right? Money and sales speak volumes, right? Companies are going to look at what moves the fastest, what moves the most, and what's going to be the safest investment, right? Especially in this economy, right? Especially in this economy, they're going to be looking at, okay, we don't want to take too much of a financial risk. We have to get some or manufacture a product that we know is going to sell and make money, right? And it's not going to sit for like years and years and years and years. Right now, I have been a big proponent of FALs, SA58s, right? Like, I have been a big fan of just like those guns in particular, right? But I know that I'm outside the norm. I know that I'm not the normal airsofter. I will play with guns that are not really meant to be fielded, right? And I'll bring them to like, I'll put them through the ringer, man. I will bring them to like a Milsim event. I don't care. I will play with everything, right? But I know that I'm outside the norm. And there are a lot of players out there. Like, again, I'm pretty sure even you guys in the Mayo Gang know, right? A lot of you guys are probably the same way. You guys like running weird and unique platforms or even just collecting them too. But you know that they're kind of hard to come by. Now, a little bit of a self-plug right now. A little bit of a plug, right? I would recommend, if you guys were looking for something, you know, very, very cool, something dope, right? You want to save a couple bucks, right? Save yourself a big old lump sum of money. I would recommend you guys check. I misspelled my own name. I would recommend you check out the Private Collection Mystery Box. My Private Collection Mystery Box, to be exact, right? Very, very limited quantity left. We've already had a few. Take the few of these away. Real Wild, I know that you got yours. He got himself his nice LMG, new LMG for himself. Brewer also got himself a Not MP5. Hella nice, man. The ICS one with the split gearbox. Super Gucci, right? Super Gucci. If you guys are looking for stuff that was basically not your standard AR, and you were looking for something a little bit more unique, maybe a little bit different, but still was going to be a practical option for you to bring out onto the field and just very, very cool, I would recommend strongly that you pick up my private collection mystery box right now. Going for $2.99. What is that? Let's see. Freaking. Hold on. I'm trying to do math here. What is 300? What is that? 30 entries? 30 entries into the shopping spree giveaway? I think. Yes. 30 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. I mean, that's definitely a way to do it. Because not only will you win, the prize pot on Thursday, but you can also get something really, really freaking sick. I'm gonna be guaranteed to give you guys your value in this mystery box, right? So highly recommend you check it out. But do I think they'll revisit it? I don't think so. I think Lancer right now is mainly focused on stepping forward and putting out new stuff as opposed to revisit. I mean, they definitely could if there's a demand for it, sure. But I think right now with the way current trends are going, they're gonna continue to focus solely on continuing their Gen 3 and then further producing investing into their Gen 4 lineup, right? Which is gonna be slated to come out next year, I believe. Potentially. Yeah, right? Because that's ultimately what's gonna sell. But I would be cool to see unique platforms come back, right? And some of their old catalog make a return to form. Hillbilly TV, do y'all ever go outside of Cali like Texas, D14 maybe? Absolutely, Hillbilly. When it comes to our BB Wars events, for a while, they had actually stopped being held in California, and we were solely holding them in Texas, right? So they've gone out to D14 specifically for BB Wars Texas events for a few years now, and they're still planning to do it. They're still going to continue doing it. We just, again, wanted to bring BB Wars back to Cali, its birthplace, its home, right? And it's definitely going to be staying here. It definitely has a place to stay back in California. But Texas and California are both going to be home to BB Wars, so it's going to be awesome. And if anything, if you guys, I would much appreciate your support if you guys can go ahead and, maybe put in our Discord server, maybe get up a nice big, thing going, right? Maybe a nice big post going with all you guys' support saying, send Captain Queso to BB Wars. That'd be dope. Because I would really love to go to Texas. Go to a BB Wars event, hang out with Boaz and Cisco, right? And see what the community is like, because they'll do a road trip and they'll make stops, right? I think one of their last vlogs they did to BB Wars Texas, not this last one, but I think the one before it, I think 1 year ago, they had made several stops. I think they've stopped. Did they stop in New Mexico or Arizona? Did they stop in Arizona? I'm pretty sure they stopped in Arizona. I don't know why. I think it's Arizona. But they had played at other places as well, and that looked super fun. I want to play, right? I want to play all over, right? That's my dream. Do a nice road trip for Airsoft, right? That's all I need. At the end, that's all I wanted. But it would be dope to go play out with you guys in D14, all my Texas boys. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Dark Tree, Isaias, take me to a Milsim. I'm ready. You ready, bruh? You ready, Dark Tree? Tell you what, man. If you're ready, I will 100% get you ready for the next Milsim West event that my team and I go out to, right? The next event that we go out to, I will be happy to take you out, Dark Tree. Yeah, I know you've been messaging me a little bit. Every time you come into the shop, we've talked a little bit about it as well. But yeah, if you're ready for it, man, just hit me up, let me know, and I will definitely be getting you ready. I'll give you all the info that I know. I'll share all of my knowledge, right? That's not even that much. I'll be sharing everything that I know, all my tips and tricks, and things that I recommend that you do in order to get ready for the next Milsim West event. Because man, oh man, it's not as hard to get into if you know what you're doing, right? As long as you have someone that's done it before, they can point you in the right direction. It's actually very easy. It still requires a little bit of stamina, right? But as long as you got the willpower for it, man, honestly, it's an experience that I think everyone should try out, right? If you guys aren't ready for the hardcore Milsim events, try out a big Airsoft game first, right? Like a BB Wars. A BB Wars is actually a perfect entry into large scale games, right? Into a large scale game, right? Because there's actually objectives that you guys can be playing towards, right? And that's something that's really cool, because that's really what Milsim is at the end of the day. There are objectives to claim, there are objectives and missions to carry out, right? Whether or not you can accomplish them, that's a whole thing entirely. But being able to be introduced to a larger scale game, BB Wars is a great start. So if you guys ever wanted to dip your toes into the Milsim scene, I would say first and foremost, try a BB Wars event, right? See how you like bigger games, and then go from there. Let's see here. Man, who can go but still ain't got their BB Wars tickets? That's what I'm saying, Casper. That's what I'm saying. Again, the fact that like we are hosting it at SC Village is dope, right? Like I want these tickets to be like close to selling out, right? I want these tickets to sell out by the time we get like, you know, like real close to people, because it's getting closer. It's definitely getting closer, right? Again, let me know too, if you guys are planning on going to BB Wars, what team are you guys going to go on Team Empire or Team Rebels, right? Team Empire, Team Rebels. That would actually be pretty sick if I could know exactly who I'm playing against and who I'm playing with. I know Darktree for sure, real well. I know, I believe you guys said that you guys were going to be going Empire with Cisco and I. That'd be freaking sick. Same thing with Acrite and Stitch. But what are you guys going? Again, Boaz gets so salty because he wants more people on his team. Although I know at the end of the day, he's going to end up getting more players. So, let's see here. Brewer multitasking this stream and high school volleyball in another window. My kids' friends are playing. Oh, nice. Wish them good luck for me, real wild. Make sure I'm missing anything. Oh, yeah. Has Darktree seen that tungsten yet? Ooh, Darktree. I don't know if you saw this, my guy. I don't know if you saw this, right? But, oh, where'd it go? There we go. This new Glock 19 Gen 5 that I literally just made this live on the site this morning, right? $179.95 on a pre-order right now. It's on a pre-order. This looks freaking sick, man. Like, honestly, I'm surprised Stitch didn't. Stitch, if you're watching, I'm surprised you actually haven't picked one up yourself, considering I know you love your gray. I know you love your gray and your black two-tone. Like, this is sick, right? Like, I think in the 19 package, like, this looks really good. Like, this looks really, really good. I love the gray coloration. It's just solid, right? And again, it is still going to be using these internals that you would come to expect from the Elite Force Glock, so very high quality, and more upgrade parts are becoming more readily available for it, right? So absolutely freaking sick. Make sure I'm missing anything. You and the gang should take a trip to the south, Jed Rippy. Jed Rippy, I would love to hit the south as well, right? I would love to actually go to the south and play some Airsoft. Again, I want to play Airsoft all across the U.S., right? Now, Jed Rippy, I will ask you to be my guide in the South, because I'm not going to lie, there are some parts of the South that do kind of scare me, you know, but as long as you are there guiding us through, I'm sure we'll be all right, bro. And again, I would love to play Airsoft with all of y'all. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, answer that one. Okay, we should be good, should be good, should be good, should be good, should be good. All right, should be good on those. Let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions that you guys got for me. Empire forever. Absolutely, absolutely, 100%. Sorry, Isaias, I snagged the last shoulder pads. No worries, dude. No worries, dude. I'm sure we can get restocked at some point. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, thank you, thank you. We got the best Cuban food in the country. All right, all right. I want to see that. I want to see that, right? I want to have myself a nice Cubano sandwich, right? Absolutely. Some ropa vieja absolutely would be delicious. See here, make sure it keeps going up, Dark side, por vida. Absolutely, for life, my guy, for life. Okay, Foja editor, best engine for M4 BQB AEG. So when you say best engine, are you just talking about like you're trying to go like an entire HPA engine, or are you just talking about like best gearbox? If you're talking about like best HPA engine in general, really depends on what you're looking for. If you ask Cisco, he's gonna end up saying the just the Fusion engine. Right, or the Polar Star Jack. These are decent, right? I like those. Those are good quality. Those have been around for a long time, right? Okay, Bakers. Hey, Isaiah, looking to upgrade from my combat machine. Do you know any recommendations for AGs around 300? Primarily looking for an upgrade in range. Absolutely, I believe. Who said that? Brewer, you are absolutely right. MGC4. I'm not joking. Like Breakers, yes. It is 100% like, you can say that, oh, we're biased because it's our own gun. Sure. Take what everyone says with a grain of salt, right? And you're more than welcome to do the research on your own. However, Airsoft to Airsoft, if you genuinely are looking for like a solid upgrade from your standard combat machine, you wanted something that was going to give you the edge in range, accuracy, rate of fire, right? Overall quality feel, then there's really no substitute for the Mayo Gang MGC4. Whether you go with the Mark 1 enhanced version or with the Mark 2. I'm more partial to the Mark 2, but you can go with the Mark 1 as well, either or, whichever suits your preference. I would say Mark 2 in all seriousness for me personally. Again, I just think the design is really clean. The performance is really good, snappy trigger response, good rate of fire, honestly, like really, really fucking good. Like this, the rate of fire on this actually beats a few setups that I've seen, upgraded setups that actually use 16:1s, and it's still using 18:1s. They are steel wire cut gear, so they're incredibly durable. honestly, you just can't go wrong. 603 Type 4 inner barrel, rotary style hop chamber. It's got all the works, man. All the bells and whistles you would come to expect. And a programmable MOSFET as well. A programmable ETU on here. Freaking nice, man. Like, this is literally going to be the option to get. This is the airsoft gun to get of 2023, right? That would be my pick for an upgrade if you wanted to go from a common machine, right? Especially at 315, that is well worth it. This gun punches well above that weight class, right? This gun should have been priced out way more. But again, we wanted to keep the price affordable, right? We wanted to keep this attainable for every person out there, right? So if you're looking for the best high-end AEG, best bang for your buck, this absolutely has to be it. Ease, do not invest in die mass if you are exclusively doing milsim. I don't know about that one, Ease. I mean, yeah, you can definitely have your preference for it. Yes, there are some downsides with going with die masks if you wanted to do like milsim events. There are some downsides, yes. The biggest thing is that, the full face mask can get kind of stuffy. Even though it's essentially not going to fog on you, right? It can get really stuffy and hot inside of the mask, even if it's vented and everything. And it's hard. It's not impossible, but very difficult to get it to run with a helmet, depending on the helmet too, I guess, you know what I mean? But honestly, I don't know if I would say that, because there are like a few guys, not many at all, but there are a few that I know that will play like Milsim West games specifically in a die mask, right? And it seems to work for them, right? It works for their setup. Again, that's one of those individual preference. Do with that information what you will. Personally, would I recommend it? For most players, no. But if you are really, really in love with the die mask and the die system that they have, because it's a fantastic system, man. It's a very good mask. Then I would say go for it, man. Nothing's stopping you. Oh man, it's freaking hot in my house right now. Let's see here. Let's keep going through. Empire, absolutely. See, i5 larger if you have glasses. i4 more wallet friendly. Yeah, those are good options as well. i5, that's true. i5, if you do have glasses, I would recommend going with the i5. But the cool thing is that the lenses are actually interchangeable between them, so very convenient. Very, very convenient. Keeps going through. I'm ready. i4, i5, which is better? That's why you're asking, DJ. Again, individual preference. Again, I think if you were on a budget, i4, i5. If you wore glasses and you need something to fit it, I think Stitch hit the nail on the head on that one. Yes, your thoughts on the ASG Scorpion Evo? Laggy London, that's a very good question. The ASG Scorpion, let's pull it up, right? Scorpion Evo. Can't spell. Honestly, I like the Scorpion Evos. I actually really like this Battleship Gray one. That's really cool. I have no issues with the Scorpion Evos, to be honest. I've never had any issues with it. I think my biggest problem was that their magazines weren't sold individually. But, even KWA does that sometimes with some of their KWA original lineup. Some of their mags are not available individually, and you have to buy them in 3-packs. But other than that, I really don't have any issues with it necessarily. I haven't had many of these, if at all, come back for any sort of like issues, any quality control issues of any kind, or any failures. And more parts of something. I mean, like, look, even Max now has that hop chamber for the Scorpion Evos. That's pretty nice. That's actually really, really cool. Right? And then you can get some different furniture for it, and different accessories specifically tailor-made for it. That's kind of cool, I think if you were looking for a gun that you didn't really need to upgrade too much, just a fun SMG little PDW, I think the Scorpion Evo is definitely a good option as well. I think there are other options that are a little bit more accepting towards upgrade parts if you even wanted to upgrade. But if you're looking for something good out of the box, I have nothing bad to say about the Scorpion Evos, bro. They are absolutely fun, especially if some of them are on a discount right now. Some of them are discounted, right? Look at this one, right? So normally retails for $399.95, basically $400. It's on sale right now for $367.95. I mean, this will definitely get you some freaking entries, right? What is that, 35? Yeah, it's 35. What is that? Yeah, 35 entries into the shopping spree giveaway if you order during tonight's stream only, right? But again, you got to order it right now during the stream if you guys wanted to go ahead and get those extra entries into the giveaway. Guys, promo right above my head says it all. $50, that's 5 entries. Every $50 spent, 5 entries. So $50 order, maybe a little bit more, 5 entries. Reach up to $100, that's 10 entries. Reach up to $150, that's 15 entries. You guys know what to do, right? The regulars know to take advantage constantly of the promos we got going on, because that gives you the highest odds of winning the giveaway, right? It's in 2 days. You can win the prize pot, and all you got to do is place your order, right? All it takes is a $20 order to be entered. But again, following this promo will get you those multiple entries. Let's see here. Push paintball mask work? They do. I haven't had any issues with the push paintball mask. I also haven't had had too much personal experience with the push masks. But from what I've seen from some of the customers that I've sold a few to, they've been overall very happy with their push masks, right? Push. Just type that bad boy in. Yeah, no, I mean, they definitely are a little pricey. They definitely can be a little bit pricey, but they do look cool, right? And this is actually around the ballpark you would spend for a high-quality paintball mask, right? At the end of the day, it's what it is, a very high-quality, high-end paintball mask. It's one of those, like I say, buy once, cry once, right? That's it. You cry once, but that's it. You never have to worry about it ever again, right? Come to Jersey, New York, I got you. My very first event was a 40-hour. Dang, that's pretty sick. My first event that I ever went to was actually Operation High Tide, which was that was the one that was on the aircraft carrier. That one was fun. That was just a cool experience, but that was a very, very I call it a Milsim light event. It was just a nice big operation. My first actual Milsim event was a Milsim West event. It was a 48-hour event from and of course we did it in Clovis, right? So that's around the time where it always rains, right? We went through a storm. It snowed on the second day, right? A light storm, bear in mind. It didn't pile up like crazy, but it did start raining pretty badly throughout the weekend. It was cold as hell, but honestly it was fun, man. Absolutely. Casper, question. Let's charter Mayo Gang bus to Milsom West? Dude, that'd be sick. I don't know about a bus. I think we could honestly, since the Milsom West events are usually, all self-funded, that would definitely be all right, let's all hop in one van. Let's hop in a van. Let's see here. Ian McKenzie, can I please get some help comparing the Crytek Trident Mark II, SEMA Platinum Echo, and the Zynearms R15. Also, which one has the best range accuracy and also are better for doing self-upgrades later? So, can you upgrade all of these? Yes. You can technically speaking upgrade all of those, right? Because at the end of the day, they're all going to be using essentially just a version 2 gearbox, right? But they're just all M4s, right? They're all ARs, right? We're going with our what defines an M4. They're all ARs, right? And again, since the V2 gearbox is the most upgradable platform out there, there's a lot you can do with it. People upgrade Crytek's all the time. Now, you do have to put a little more work into upgrading a Crytek. You have to mill out the gearbox, right? But, people do it. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's not something that I would recommend a beginner try out themselves, but that is something you can do. My problem with the SEMA Platinums, and this will be true of pretty much all of them, is going to be their ETU that they have out of the box. That's the first thing, right? And that's kind of my biggest problem, right? Is the price point. And the same thing can go for the Crytek, right? You spend so much money for it to be considered competitive, right? Could you leave a Crytek alone and it'll perform okay? Yeah, but it's definitely outdated, right? And I have no issue, and I'm pretty sure most guys can look at it objectively and be like, yeah, this gun's pretty old, and it's been showing its age for quite a long time. They're good guns, they're manufactured well, but for the money, you would expect a little bit more, right? Especially when you have guns like the Mayo Gang MGC4, right? But if you don't even want to get the Mayo Gang MGC4 for some reason, sure, yeah, go with the Zynearms R15. Zynearms R15 is actually going to offer some modern internals. They're great out of the box. You don't need to upgrade. But if you wanted to, yeah, absolutely, you can totally upgrade the shit out of it later, right? It is still using a version 2 gearbox. It just offers way more bang for your buck, right? The SEMA Platinums, you have to immediately change out that ETU, bro. That ETU is literally a ticking time bomb. It's going to be a matter of time before that thing burns out. And that's the first thing you'll hear, right? When people who own a SEMA Platinum, yeah, I love my SEMA. Once I took out the ETU, it's that's the thing, though. The ETU is essentially the heart of your AEG, arguably, right? And you changed it out. Is it even a SEMA Platinum anymore at that point, right? You know what I'm saying, right? It's kind of tricky, once you start getting all into it. Personally, Ian McKenzie, go with the R15, right? There are plenty versions of the R15 available. I'll just type that in. There are plenty of versions of the R15 that are available right now. If you want to go with the traditional, the R15, the classic, this is one that I would recommend, and you'd be very, very happy with this. And there are plenty of upgrades that you can do for this bad boy, right? But even then, as is, you're pretty much set. Bossman actually took one of these bad boys out. He took a P++ version, a Performance X2 version, one of these, You don't have to go with the black and gold if you don't like it. I just pulled that up because that's the first one that I saw. He went with one of these out to BB Wars Coastal Front a few months back, and he was hitting targets like across the map, man. Like, he was nailing foods left and right. Because the Performance Plus variant, or the Performance Plus X2 models, they come included with an upgraded motor and a Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel and bucking already pre-installed for you, right? We do the work for you and already install all the upgrade components for you. And it's good to go out of the box. Like, you have literally one of the best performing AEGs on the field, right? So again, it's going to be entirely up to you at that point. It's your money, Ian. But if you're asking my honest opinion, the R15 is a much better sell, right? It's way more fairly priced. It offers way more than both of those guns, could ever hope, right? I'm just saying the R15 is definitely a much better buy, honestly, for you as an airsoft consumer. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Also, the Bucky's Pilgrimage. Ackright. Yeah, man. I'm saying, I still, to this day, I have not been to that, like, sacred beaver temple, right? That's the beaver temple, or the beaver store, right? Bucky's. I really want to go to a Bucky's because I've seen so many, like, vlogs, right? Or, like, people's, like, stories whenever they, like, go inside of a Bucky's. And it looks cool. It looks freaking cool. And apparently the food's really good. I really want to try it. I really, really, really want to go. Let's see here. Actually, the Homie Nest, that's actually a very interesting point. A third faction to the BB Wars would be dope. The Homie Nest, that would actually be pretty interesting to see. I guess the big question, the Homie Nest, would actually be, what do you think the faction would be, right? What do you think that faction could end up being? Because, like, usually Rebels, Empire, that's kind of like as simple as it gets, right? And we don't want to complicate the events too much, per se, right? I mean, the minute we start doing, like, or complicating game modes, even like a tactical scavenger hunt, right, it becomes a little bit too, a lot of people actually don't really like that. I mean, if you do, great. I actually kind of don't mind them either, but I know some people don't like that. So I don't know if adding a third faction altogether would actually be, smart, because it might end up, like, making it too complicated. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys think in the live chat. Shoot here. Eden, any interesting things coming into the shop? Hopefully less than 4s and more odd things. I mean, as far as, like, the unique stuff, we're going to be getting in a few more LMGs. Because A&K had all those models, but apparently Atlas Custom Works is going to be selling them now. And I think there are going to be a few updates on them. However, I'm not 100% certain. So, we gotta take a look at that and see. What the? I hit new products. There we go. New products. There we go. It's obviously some new, like, new accessories, like these new stocks, right? I'm curious too. I think I'm gonna bite the bullet. This freaking, like, optics mount. I think I'm gonna do it just because, again, like, Cisco swears by it, Boas swears by it, and again, if I want Boas to try more, like, older style setups, right? I told him that I would go with a more modern setup for some of my guns as well. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and just do it. But honestly, we got some of these new Atlas Custom Works guns. I want to be bringing those in, especially this one. I don't know for sure whether this is a M1, is this supposed to be like an SR25, or it looks like just a regular Mark 12. To me, it looks like a Mark 12, just using a regular M4 magazine, but I can't confirm, like, yet anyway. I want to go ahead and see this for myself and just bring these in and see what we're looking at, honestly, because there's a few of these guns, right? Some new Lilac stuff as well, some more Atlas Custom Works. Like, honestly, like, I've been very, very happy with some of, like, the new accessories and tactical gear that we've been getting in. But yeah, I think that's, like, gonna be the biggest thing right now, as far as, like, the newest stuff that we got in right now. If you were looking, again, Eden, if you were looking for, something new and different, again, I'm just saying, right? All you gotta do is type in my name, right? Isaias Private Collection Mystery Box, right? And again, guys, promo right above my head, every $50. Ooh, excuse me. Oh man, that LaCroix be hitting different. Every $50 placed per order, you'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? But again, it's only going to be lasting until 9:30 p.m., right? So what is that? 50 or no, fucking yeah. Is it 50? Did I do math right? Yes, it is. 50 minutes. Wow. In about 50 minutes, basically a little less than an hour, then the stream itself is going to be ending, right? The stream is over, right? So you guys got to make sure that you hop on it now while you can. Order one of these, and that's 30 entries into the giveaway. 30 chances of winning. Absolutely, definitely worth taking it right now. And again, you're going to be getting something dope, right? I'm going to handpick your prize for you. All right, let's see. Let's keep scrolling through. Mort the Squirrel, what's going on? Hello there. Let's see, make sure I'm not going through. Make sure I'm missing anything. If you're missing anything, okay, guys. Now I got that one. Low key, kind of want to grab a box and build a kit around whatever I get from it, but I'm worried I might fall down yet another rabbit hole. I mean, Casper, at the end of the day, right? It's airsoft. It in itself is a rabbit hole, right? You might as well take the plunge, right? It's like when Neo was offered, right? Would you take the blue pill or the red pill, right? Like you could absolutely back out now if you really wanted to, but you'll never be satisfied. You'll never ever be satisfied until you take the plunge, right? Until you take the plunge and deep dive further into that rabbit hole. So I would say grab a box, right? Grab a box and then build that loadout from it. It'd absolutely be dope, right? Darwin's Arbiter, do you think we ever gonna get the GGTG R5 ETU? I know we are going to be getting the TGM R5. I know at some point we will be getting that, I think. I had like pretty strong feelings, and I feel like I remember talking to Bossman saying that at one point we would be getting it. I don't know, I might have imagined this, but I have a feeling that we will be carrying that at some point, right? It's just going to be a matter of time before we do. Bear in mind, it is a little tricky, to carry stuff like that, just because, again, licensing and what have you. But, if it looks different enough, maybe, But yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be a matter of time before we actually get it. I think we will. I genuinely believe we will. Make sure I'm missing anything. Foja Editor 84, best hop up for SpeedQB. Foja, it really depends, honestly. I mean, at the end of the day, too, you don't need a very specific hop up chamber for playing SpeedQB or even playing Milsim for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just as long as you have a good quality hop up chamber, that's really all you need. You ask any tech that's been teching for long enough, they're gonna say the exact same thing. If you have a currently in your airsoft gun, right? Because it depends on what you have. If in your airsoft gun right now you have a polymer rotary style hop-up chamber that has no issues with its hop-up arm being able to maintain, like its pressure and it doesn't like back out over time, as long as you have a good solid polymer rotary hop-up chamber, that is pretty much all you need. That is literally all you need. You don't need to upgrade the hop-up chamber. It's fine as is. It gets the job done. If you wanted to upgrade the hop chamber, I say upgrade in parentheses, upgrade the hop chamber to like a CNC one, like a max one, for example, then yeah, you can do it for sure. And it's cool with some of the features they offer. But at the end of the day, it's going to require a lot more modification and a little bit more fitment in order to get to work, right? A little bit more fine tuning. Because a lot of people assume they're just simple drop-ins, and sometimes they can be. Sometimes they are, but it depends on the gun, right? You don't really need that for SpeedQB or for Milsim or for any style of play, really, at the end of the day. All you need is for the hop-up chamber to work, for it to be rotary, and for it to hold its hop, right? That's literally all you need. That's literally all you need. Keep scrolling through, but that's a very good question, Fuja. Again, guys, if you have any airsoft-related questions, make sure to put the letter Q right in front of your question. Makes it a lot easier for me to go ahead and see, and I'll definitely be answering your question. And remember, the promo right above my head is right there. It's right there. Every $50 placed, that's 5 entries in the giveaway. 2 days away from the shopping spree giveaway. You guys don't want to miss out. You do not want to miss out, especially right now. See, the Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box V2 is live right now, and you automatically get free shipping, right? $179, and you get this insane prize list. This is freaking insane. If you guys don't believe, literally, look for yourself. Look for yourselves, right? With, of course, the grand prize being the Tokyo Marui Next Generation Recoil Shock Mark 46 LMG Mod 0. Probably one of my new favorite airsoft guns of all time, right? Do I want it? Yes. Will I be able to get it? I don't know. Maybe, but that's hella expensive, all right? But again, you do get what you pay for, right? This is an absolute high-quality LMG, right? It's literally everything I've wanted in an LMG before, and Tokyo Marui delivered. But again, you can win it literally for just $179.98, and all you got to do is place your orders. And you'll also be getting 10 entries into the giveaway as well, so don't miss out. Make sure to place your orders. All right. Let's see here. Make sure to answer that one. M60VN out of stock. Not the LCT one, yes, but the A&K one is still available. The A&K one is still available, Stitch. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Is it possible to take off the M60VN promotion? I'd rather take the code 20th than the current sale. If it's already discounted, no, you're not able to go ahead and swap discounts, unfortunately. If the item's already discounted, then that is what it is. Hillbilly, that's a good question though, Trace. That is a very good question. Hillbilly TV, need to find a Vector SMG that doesn't cost 600. Lol. Lance Tactical, please come in with the save. That would be cool. The problem is, again, like it's an officially licensed product, so it's hard to go ahead and just like, oh yeah, mass produce them, right? I think, honestly, like when it was still available, my solution for people that wanted a Vector but didn't want to spend Vector money and wanted something a little bit more convenient, honestly, I would tell them to get this, right? Do you guys remember the Iris? Do you guys remember this? The Iris PDW, this is part of the KWA original lineup. I loved this gun. I think this gun is freaking sick, right? This is literally like if a Vector and an AR just had a baby, right? I would tell people, if you want a Vector, but you don't want to spend that Vector money, do this. Like, this is so much easier to work with, and it's literally great out of the box. This thing shoots fantastic. All the Airsoft guns from KWA, the original lineup, all the KO series, they're awesome, man. Like, you don't need anything for them to be considered competitive, right? They work solid. There's a lot of guys that play competitively and will just run a KO like right out the box with no upgrades needed, right? They're just set. They're good to go. And for good reason, they're solid. KWA, if anyone from KWA is listening right now, the Iris, stock up on the Irises. That is the one. This was the first one out of the KO series to sell out. Obviously, second would be like the Eve series. So the Eve was the Eve 9 and the Eve 4. Yeah, those are good too because they're still using standard ARs. But the Irises, man, the Iris 4 is where it's at. All right, let's get this going up. Was for the heat playing paintball or when beating up nerds with foam swords. Absolutely, dude. Snow just sucks. Sadly, Michigan has a long winter. Cavern. That's a very interesting take, actually. That you prefer the heat. Interesting. I guess because I guess we always prefer what the grass is always greener on the other side, right? We always prefer what other people have. I grew up in the heat and I hate it, and I'm a hot-bodied person, so I come from a long line of moist men, right? I'm just a sweaty guy, right? I'm just an overall sweaty guy. And I hate sweating, right? I don't mind it, like if I'm getting a workout in. But man, I just want to play where it's nice and cool year round. Or if I can get some snow, right? And I can just bundle up and wear multiple layers. Even beyond Airsoft, right? Living in like an area that's like super cold. I remember when I used to live in SF for a while, right? Like, yeah, we would still get summers too, and it would still get hot just like anywhere else. But, you know, whenever it was winter and we got those nice long rainstorms, man, oh, dude, it was the best. Or when the fog would kick in. Dude, it was so nice. Nice and gloomy weather. That's what I like. But beating up nerds with foam swords, dude, absolutely. I was one of those nerds. I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that we're playing with foam swords, gotta ask the question, are we the true nerds, right? But absolutely, that's a yes. Absolutely, that's a yes. Make sure I don't miss anything. DJ, Isaias, BB Wars face mask ear pro suggestion. BB Wars, it's because it's happening in SC Village, right? We're gonna have to be following SC Village's rules and guidelines when it comes to face and ear protection. Now, they do require hard ear protection, right? Now, thankfully, there are plenty of options you can go around for this. You can either use comms, some type of headphones of some kind. I know we sell here ear more, right? If you're looking for a fairly inexpensive option, you can get some earmuffs, right? These are really inexpensive, $13, right? $14. This will work literally under every single helmet that I've tried. It works, right? If you just want something that looks cool, but is going to, not cost you an arm and a leg, I would say something like this, right? You can also go with something like mesh mask, right? There are mesh masks that actually have the hard mesh over the ears as well. Something like that would be very, very smart to go with, right? Because again, it's an all-in-one system like this guy, right? These GeForce ones, $14. That's super cheap, man. That's super, super cheap, right? Something like this, it's gonna use this nylon fabric material. So again, it's gonna contort to your face, right? It's gonna be nice and fitted, and it'll go over the ears as well, right? That's another option as well. Now, when it comes to eye protection, you can go with whatever goggles or eye pro you want, as long as they are ANSI-rated full seal eye protection, just like pretty much any other field, right? Now, I like the lower profile stuff. I prefer that. So usually ASG goggles. I spelled that right. ASG I know what it's called. The Strike. Yeah, these guys. Something like this. I know, very, very small. It doesn't look like much, but this actually is like, I love this design. These sort of like sunglass style like frames, but they're full seal because they still wrap around. They are full seal, and they actually have a back strap on here as well. So again, you won't have to worry about them falling off. This is anti-rated, and this is like full seal as well, so this works. I love going with goggles or eye protection like this because it makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to ADS whenever I want to actually use my optics. It makes it a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about my goggles bumping into anything on the gun itself. Like, it's just a lot easier, simpler, and low profile. That's the way I like to keep it, right? But at the end of the day, if you want to go with like the full like dye mask setup or full paintball mask setup, then yeah, man, you go with whatever works best for you. It's all individual preference, right? It's all individual preference. Stitch, not too hot, not too cold, just right. Is that a miscongeniality freaking reference, right? What is your definition of the of the best date? Well, Steve, it has to be, whatever date she puts it. It's not too hot, not too cold. If you guys haven't seen Miscongeniality with Sandra Bullock, highly recommend. It is a hilarious movie. I love that movie. In Jersey, we have all 4 seasons, so it has pros and cons. That does sound kind of nice. Honestly, I'm jealous of guys that like have or live in states that have all 4 seasons. Because here in like SoCal, it's basically summer all year round, right? Don't get me wrong, it's cool. Because at the end of the day, you could theoretically go to the beach in the winter and you'll be okay, right? Depends on the day itself. But yeah, I'm really tired of it being freaking hot all the time, man. Freaking climate change is one hell of a... I can't say the B word on stream. I don't want to say it, but it's annoying to deal with. I grew up in the tropics. Give me the cold any day. Casper, that's what I'm talking about, man. I want the cold, man. Give me the cold. Give me the cold. Billy Mota, same thing. Cold weather is the best thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like 60 to 70. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a good temperature. Good temperature. Let's see here. Brewer, absolutely, bro. I hear you. Same Isaias. I'm always hot. I hate the heat. Dude, I hate the heat. I hate dealing with it. Honestly, like, if it were freezing cold, like genuinely, if it was snowing outside, I would be playing constantly. Mantronic79. I do concrete in Nebraska. I hate the heat and the sun. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Fields grew up in Nebraska around snow yearly all around. Texas heat killing me right now. No, I get it, man. The heat, man. It's just absolutely, especially when it's humid. I'm gonna do the dad thing, right? It's not the heat that gets you; it's the humidity, right? Absolutely, like especially when it's humid. No, thank you. I'm good without that Florida weather. Thank you. I don't need that Jurassic Park atmosphere. Let's see here. DJ, we need full face pro for this event, right? Like something that covers ears too. Yeah, DJ. That's like I said earlier. You need to have ear protection on because SC Village does require hard ear pro. That's just a rule that they've always had. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I mean, I get why they do it. I'll throw myself in a mountain of snow before sand. Absolutely, man. I'm all there with you, man. Oh, the homie nest. Now, this is a good question. The homie nest. What's worse, though? Wet socks or sandy socks? Fuck. Okay, I'm going to say something controversial here. Hear me out. Let me cook. Let me cook. I'm going to say that sandy socks are worse than wet socks. And here's why. And I can defend my claim. Let me die on this hill. Wet socks can at least dry up, especially if you're in a hot, like if you're in SoCal, you pour like literally a bottle of water on your shoes, right, and your socks get wet too. At the end of the day, it's hot enough. It's gonna end up like drying out fairly soon. Within an hour, I would imagine it dries up. Literally, all you gotta do is let me just take off my sock. Let me just take off my shoes for a little bit. Let them sit for an hour. I guarantee you, it'll be mostly dry. At least dry enough for you to wear, and you'll be okay. Right? With sandy socks, bro, it's the worst. Because when you get sand in your socks, like now it's all gritty everywhere and it feels gross. Now you could make the same argument, right? You could take off your sock and you could try to shake it, but it's not going to be the same because sand loves to stick, and it literally, just like Anakin said, it gets everywhere, right? It gets everywhere. You think you just got it on your foot. Next thing you know, it's up on your leg, and it's like, what the fuck? How did this get up here, right? I will always take wet socks over sandy socks any day, because I can at least dry out my socks fairly quickly, as opposed to getting sand where you need to literally wash your feet. like in a bath, and you need to let them soak to get all the freaking sand off, man. Fuja Editor 84. How do I modernize my stock wood AK? So if you're looking to like modernize your AK, we actually do sell like stuff for you to like modernize your AK or bring it into the 21st century. Like one of the things that I usually tell people is like AK handguard, right? Just simply typing that in, and you should find some options. Well, just make sure that you get an option that's going to work best for your current setup, right? Depends on which AK you have. But for the most part, with a little bit of work, you should be able to go ahead and get most of the handguards to work for you. Again, just read the description and see what's actually going to work for you. Changing out the handguard is going to be the easiest thing you can do in order to bring it up to the model. If anything, I actually kind of like the kind of aesthetic when you start like meshing the two together, like the classic AK, but with some like modern furniture on there, but still retaining some oldness to it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Here. I don't know if you guys remember the Elysium AK. Yeah, this thing, right? This aesthetic is like, I live for this, man. This thing is freaking nice, right? I just love seeing an AK, right? Like an old AK like this, like an AKM, an AK-74, any old school AK with the word furniture on it, but then adding some like some stuff to like modernize it, or even adding like more of a sci-fi element to it, right? Like that's freaking nice. That's cool. I would love something like that. Love something like that. That's just what I like. And then again, also kind of like, you know, hard sci-fi and like cyberpunk aesthetic. Let's see here. Daniel, sand sucks. Yes, it did. Yes, it is. I don't like sand. It's rough. It's coarse, irritating, and it gets everywhere. Absolutely. I love how everyone knows what I'm talking about. Let's see here. The ghost. What's going on, man? Please give to me. I love airsoft, but I need gun. Mine is broke, and I don't have any money. Well, Ghost, unfortunately, you won't be able to get any free airsoft guns. However, we do got some of the best prices around right now. The best prices around right now, including the 20th anniversary mystery box, right, where you can guaranteed are going to be getting something amazing off this freaking prize list, right? Something guaranteed off this prize list for a super affordable price, right? And again, right now we got the promo above my head. Literally any $50 you spend gets you 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. So just think multiples of 50, you'll be getting 5 per, right? Make sure I'm not missing anything. Paintball mask would suffice, right? The hominess? Yeah, it would suffice, because at the end of the day, as long as the paintball mask goes over the ears, it covers the mouth, and it's anti-rated and like can protect your eyes, then yeah, it'll technically speaking work. That's why they still do rentals. That's why like the rental masks are the exact same, right? That's why the rental masks are the way they are. You can bring something of that equivalent, and you are guaranteed fine. You are guaranteed entry into that. There's no issue with that. Answered that one already. Black multicam for me, DJ. Don't think I can get me Marpat Woodland a set in time. Budget kill me. No, Stitch, I 100% get that. I mean, at the end of the day, the default camos, I guess, for Empire are always going to be like your standard multicam and multicam black. That is like going to be like the quintessential Empire loadout, right? However, again, other camouflages are 100% allowed. So if you want to rock that Marpat, you want to do like Woodland, like M81s, something Russian, right? Whatever it may be, yeah, you're more than welcome to go ahead and bring those camis out for BB Wars, for the Empire specifically. Remember, for Rebels, it's going to be civilian clothing. Or you can wear solid colors too, as long as there's no camo. That's the biggest thing. No camo for Rebellion, because again, typically going to be civilian. You know what that quintessential like rebel outfit is? Jeans and a solid colored t-shirt. Jeans and like a tan t-shirt, or you can go like khakis. If you want to do like a flannel shirt, that works too. That's a very popular choice that a lot of people make. Even like hula shirts, right? That's another big thing. You know, doing the whole boogaloo freaking loadout. Absolutely. Darktree, my arms are too weak to run LMG. Darktree, I've seen you. You work out too, man. I see you. You got some good arms on you. You can run an LMG. Look, it's all in here, right? Mind over matter. Mind over matter, right? At the end of the day, right? Running an LMG, just don't. If I believe hard enough that it's not heavy, it's not heavy. I believe it's not heavy, therefore it's not heavy, right? It's mind over matter, bro. Easy. Yo, Isaias, I just wanted to sincerely say thank you for all your info and content. You and the rest of the Mayo Gang helped me out a lot when I first started. Royal to the soil. Dude, Ease, thank you so much, man. I actually really do appreciate that. No, absolutely. I am always going to be here because I want to help out as many people as I possibly can, right? That's the biggest thing that I want to do, because I've had the terrible experience before me getting into Airsoft, and I've been laughed at, I've been ridiculed, I've been made fun of. Like, I've had, like, some people giving me, like, some terrible attitude because I was literally just asking questions, right? So I don't want anyone to feel that way, and that's the biggest reason why I do this. So big shout out to, again, just everyone that's asking their questions right now and not afraid to go in. Because I don't want anyone to be afraid. I don't want anyone to be afraid. I don't bite. I don't, I'm not going to make fun of you for asking questions, right? Not unless you're asking me for my feet pics, not for free. But again, if you guys have any airsoft related questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me. Live chat, make sure to put the letter Q in front of it. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to go ahead and see. We have literally, what the fuck is that? 49 minutes left of the live stream. So guys, once it hits 9:30, this live stream is going to be over, and the promo above my head right now is going to be ending. Right, so you don't want to miss out. You do not want to miss out, right? Remember, every $50 spent, you will be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? So remember, $50 order, maybe a little bit more, 5 entries. $100, 10 entries. $150, 15 entries. You get the idea. Think multiples of 50, 5 entries per. Do not miss out. Take advantage of all the promotions that we have available. That's how you win, right? You can ask some of the previous winners in the live stream. Some of them are actually here right now. Feel free to ask them how they won, and yeah, they'll tell you, took advantage of the promo, right? And that doesn't mean to say that if you're a first-time shopper or if you place only one order, you don't have any chance at all of winning. Of course not. We've had previous winners, all my regulars, you guys know, we've had literally weeks in a row where it was just first-time shopper, like literally first ever purchase made with us on Airsoft GI, and like we were calling their names, right? Beginner's luck is 100% legit, right? So again, don't miss out. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Order now while you can. All right. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I still need to figure out my BDUs, but I think I'm going with OCP. Hey, absolutely. Nothing wrong with OCP. Good old OCP, right? Make sure I'm not missing anything. I want a nom set so bad. Ackright, dude, Ackright, hit me up, man. I can definitely. Do you want? Okay, Ackright. Depends on what type of nom set you want to do. Right now I'm doing MACV SOG, but I would 100% also, like on the side, I want to do a nom marine kit as well. Because I want to do the M67 flak jacket. I want to do the M67 flak jacket. M1 helmet. I've got to get the helmet cover as well. But I want to rock an M60. I mean, at this point, I kind of need to have an M60, right? I don't have a choice, right? I am the heavy, right? I need the LMG, right? So absolutely, I would want to. Basically, freaking what's his name? Animal Mother from Full Metal Jacket. That's literally what I'm trying to do. That's literally what I'm trying to do as well. That'd be sick, dude. Ackright. If we can get some like photos together too, if we can put our nom kits together, that'd be sick. Just got a hater revolver and I've been wearing it in a holster for the past hour. I love it. Connor, I'm that's super cool, man. I think the hater is really dope, right? I know some people like kind of have weird feelings about it. I don't know why. The hater is just a fun. I misspelled hater. How do H8R? There we go. The hater is cool, man. I think the hater is if you are like on a real tight budget, right? A really tight budget, and you just wanted something that's to be very cost effective and just fun and unique. And if you love revolvers and you just wanted something a little more practical, then this would be the option that I would suggest you get. CO2 powers this thing's hella efficient, right? Lower accessory rail, Picatinny up top. You do get the fiber front and rear sight. Polymer construction, very lightweight. And the like little discs that they use, right? The 10 rounders, they're super convenient. And it comes included with like what, 4? 5? Yeah, 5 of them. It comes included with 5 of them right out of the box. That's hella convenient, man. That's hella convenient. I would recommend this. Honestly, this with like maybe some type of like oh my god, what is it called? Some type of like small little red dot on there, like a little reflex. That gives some like hardcore cyberpunk detective vibes, man. That kind of reminds me of like freaking Deckard from Blade Runner, right? That'd be cool. That'd be sick. All you gotta do is just pair with a nice trench coat, right? Big shout out to Isaias on the Airsoft GI for the great customer service. They got my PP19 gearbox fixed without a question. Oh, dude, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, we wanted to help you out, man. We wanted to help you out, get that gearbox fixed. And that was actually not the hardest thing in the world from what I was told. It's actually just one of those things that's like, okay, they just happen to know how to go ahead and like get that operation. But yeah, dude, anytime, man. You know we got your back. Hillbilly TV, what is Mayo Gang? And I keep hearing that, and I saw that on the Mayo Gang bundle I wanted. So the Mayo Gang is essentially, I mean, in a nutshell, right? It's one of those, if you know, you know, right? If you're in the know, you know. But to kind of clarify it a little bit, right? The Mayo Gang is the community. The Mayo Gang is the community, and Mayo itself, right? If I had to, I'll go give a brief explanation, right? ARs, Glocks, high kappas, right? It's all Mayo, right? It's all the same stuff that you would see over and over again. It came from the like roast my build series, right? Where it's just mayonnaise, right? It's just Mayo. All these builds that we would say they're all the same, right? But it's also quintessential to the sandwich, right? Like, what is it without the mayo, right? Because, yeah, you can say what you want about mayonnaise. It's bland. It's not that flavorful. It's everywhere, right? You see it on everything. But you'd be missing it if it wasn't there, right? So that's where it kind of came from. And it became a kind of term of endearment in what we name ourselves, right? So, technically speaking, by everyone participating right now, you are actually in the Mayo Gang itself, right? And honestly, we like to make it a little bit of a responsibility for everyone in the Mayo Gang to help every airsofter that they see and make them feel welcome, right? Especially newer players, right? Because that's how we continue this amazing hobby. Without newer players being introduced into the Mayo Gang or into airsoft as a whole, airsoft is gonna die, and I don't want it to die, right? I want airsoft to continue going. I don't want it to ever die. It needs to continuously expand, right? So that's what our job is, right? Our job is to go out there and spread the word of the Mayo Gang and get as many people into airsoft as possible. See, make sure I'm missing anything. Billy Monte, Mayo Gang AKs. Now, again, that is something that's been brought up before. Yes, I would love to see a different platform for the next Mayo Gang gun. Again, my personal preference, and I know a few of you guys feel the same way, would be some type of like 308 or like a DMR Mayo Gang, right? Like a Mayo Gang 308 or a Mayo Gang SR25. Oh, yes, that would be sick, right? That would absolutely be sick. And if we did a DMR, it would 100% have to be like the M110 or the SR25, because that's like the most Mayo of the DMR platforms out there, right? Let's see, Mr. Accountability. I've been waiting so long. I want to get the NG. I think I'm in NGRS, right? Version now, and I'm torn in two. Mr. Accountability. Reed Graham, do we have to enter something to win the thing? So in order to enter the shopping spree giveaway, which is going to be hosted and held this coming Thursday, this week, in order to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is place a $20 or greater order through Airsoft GI, whether it be online, at our walk-in store, doesn't matter, $20 or more, and you automatically have an entry. However, during these live streams that I like to do, I will be putting these promotions in place for a very limited time, only during the time frame of the live stream. Right, so until 9:30 p.m., every $50 that you place per order will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. So $50, that's 5 entries. $100, that's 10 entries. $150, that's 15. You get the idea. Think multiples of 50, you get 5 per. Right. So now would definitely be the time to go ahead and take advantage and get as many entries as possible. Because otherwise, you just place a regular $20 order. That's just one chance, right? If you want to increase your odds even more, order yourself a 20th anniversary platinum mystery box right now. Right, it goes for $179.98. You get automatic free shipping, right? And you get 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. 10 chances of winning that prize pot. In addition to, you're guaranteed to win something off of this prize list here, right? With the grand prize being the Tokyo Marui Next Generation Recoil Shock LMG, which normally retails for $1,477.99, right? Which you could win for $179. So, yeah, a bit of a steal if you ask me, right? So make sure you take advantage, read while you can, right? Michael Lloyd, thanks for the reply, dude. Then I shall stay waiting. Thanks for being thorough. No, of course, Michael. Of course, absolutely. Always happy to help. Joe Johnson Brothers Sports. Do platinum mystery get shipped when ordered or after they're all sold? I believe for these, they're going to be, I think we might be doing them in batches. I don't believe this one is going to be one of the ones where we're going to be, like, selling it once they're all sold out. I don't know immediately off the top of my head. I'll have to, that's a good question, though. That's a Johnson Brothers. That's actually a very good question. I believe we're going to be doing these in batches. We're going to be sending them out. We're not going to be waiting until they completely sell out in order to start shipping them out. I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't believe we're going to be doing that. I believe they're already going to start, like, shipping out. We just have to wait for the products to actually come in. But, yeah, we should. I don't think we're going to be waiting until they sell out. Yeah, we should be able to go ahead and just start shipping them out in batches. So, yeah, if you order it, especially like one of the earlier batches, you would be able to go ahead and get yours fairly quickly. Right, it would only take a few business days to go ahead and process anyway, so. And again, you're getting the 10 entries in the giveaway. Just saying. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I keep scrolling up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. You recommend SK8 the Infinity. Oh, Chef, what's going on? You recommended Skate the Infinity Isaias, and it did not disappoint. Yeah, I recommended it to you and Trinity. I hope you guys had fun watching that show. Though I thought it had some vibes. Dude, honestly, I love that anime, dude. That shit was hilarious. Did you watch the dub or the sub? That show was hilarious, right? I watched it in both, and it was good. It was really good, right? It was hype too, especially all the actual skating scenes, dude. They were all hype as fuck. Absolutely love that one. Let's see to make sure I'm missing anything. Keep scrolling through. I feel like I'm okay. Best M4 PDW with a Dean's connector for a decent price. This one comes from Daniel. Best M4 PDW with the Dean. Honestly, I think that's the thing that's tripping me up with the Dean's connector, because there are some that like don't come included pre-wired to Dean's, and that's like, why, right? At that point, you might as well. There are a few guns that are like similar to ARs, but do you mean like as in like they have the AR body style, like the AR controls, or do you need it to take the same magazines? Because there are a few recommendations that I would say, but not too many of them are going to be pre-wired to Dean's per se, right? Also depends on what budget that you had in mind as well, Daniel. What sort of budget did you have in mind when you say decent price? Now, if you were looking for something that I normally would like to recommend, Battle X. Waiting for this to load. Probably the Lancer Tactical Gen 2 Battle X is probably one of my favorite options. That one is using standard like AR like controls, because it's using like an AR style body. It is taking 9mm style magazines though. Oh, hell, where the hell? Okay, I know what to do. LT-35. That usually does it. Yeah, there we go. The Gen 2 Battle X CQB carbine. This is actually a really solid option if you were looking for a really fairly priced, solid performing, highly customizable and upgradable AEG, like a PDW format or like a PCC. This is already going to pre-wired to Dean's, right? It's going to conclude with the Dean's TV adapter, but you just take that off, honestly. And it's one of those like spring-loaded like stocks on here. It actually offers a pretty decent amount of battery space, believe it or not. Way more than the G&G ARP series, that's for sure. Right? And the magazines, they're readily available. You can buy them pretty much everywhere. It's the same magazine that you'll find in the Classic Army, the X9 magazines. Of course, these Zion Arms are PW9 magazines. Those will work as well. The PTS brand, like EPM style mags for this, they'll work as well. I would honestly recommend this one, especially for that price. Now, if you were looking for other stuff, I would also say another option to look out for would be the PXG9. That's another one of my personal favorite like PDWs to recommend to people, right? Like, yeah, just one of these bad boys, right? Normally goes for $234. It's on sale for $216. That's still worth it. It has the ECS programmable trigger unit because it's part of the Classic Army skirmish lineup, so it'll have the ECS trigger. You can program it for 3-round bursts, 5-round bursts, or semi-locket, which again, this is still one of the most the simplest and easy to program like ETUs out there, like next to the Nebula MOSFET. I think the Nebula MOSFET's a little bit trickier, but it also offers way more features. But this is a very simplified version of that, and honestly, I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. Plenty of battery space, right? Pair this off with an 11-1 and you are set, right? It's got a pretty decent rate of fire, honestly, and it takes the exact same style magazines. Now, if you wanted to go something like more closer to an AR in terms of like taking its magazines, you can go with the Classic Army AR4. Right, it's basically the same thing as a PXG9, but with the traditional M4 receiver, so you can take regular M4 magazines. However, this is not pre-wired to Dean's, unfortunately. It is still wired to Tamiya. Now, if you wanted, say, something, you have a little bit more in the budget, a little bit more money to spend, what I would suggest would probably be PW9. The Zion Arms PW9, right? I would say, or not the PW9, R15, my bad. R15. Let's go SBR, yeah. R15 SBR, that's the one, right? If you had a little bit more money to spend, then yes, I would say go with one of these, because these are going to be hella worth it, right? Something like this, right? You can easily get this on a discount using coupon code 20th, right? You can save yourself a few bucks there. But yeah, this is going to be pre-wired to Dean's. It's going to be the exact same performance you would find on the standard R15, right? So you're going to be the same crisp trigger response, same good rate of fire, same accuracy and range, a little bit less, right? Because it's shorter inner barrel, but still very, very good. Very good. 603 Type 4 inner barrel, rotary style hop chamber, quick change spring system, beautiful finish on the receiver. And again, it's going to come included with that really cool, sleek Delta stock on there, which is very easy to access the battery compartment. It's not the best battery compartment in the world, considering it's just a buffer tube, but again, there's a lot worse out there, honestly. And it is pre-wired to Dean's, right, which is pretty cool. And it's going to come included with that Nebula MOSFET, so you can program for burst fire or even do a binary trigger function if you so choose to do so, right? Absolutely, that is one option. If you had the money for it, do it. Worth it every single time. Make sure, okay, answered that one already, answered that one. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. Sorry, guys, I wanted to make sure that we were answering all the questions that I possibly could. Scroll down to the most recent comments and questions, which, by the way, thank you, chat, for being very participative tonight. It actually makes my job a hell of a lot easier, so thank you. Make sure to look into the, okay, answer now. Admiral Potato, I don't even know how to answer that one. All right, moving on. So I'm going to get my first airsoft gun this month, an LT25 Gen 2 SBR Interceptor. Good choice. Cisco said it was a solid gun. Do you feel the same? Yeah, absolutely I do. Looking for something with nice range and low cost. Yeah, dude. Any of these standard Gen 2 from Lancer Tactical models. Any of those standard ones, you'll know it's a standard one because it'll say comes included with a battery and charger, right? If it comes included with a battery and charger and it's a Gen 2, then you're in good hands, right? Bear in mind the battery and charger that you get out of the box is not the best. It's enough to get you started, that's for sure. But again, it's just enough to get you started playing. But in the future, yeah, I would eventually recommend getting a better battery and charger. However, all the standard Gen 2s are great. Like, we've built so many custom guns off of a Gen 2 because they're solid, right? They're very easy gearboxes to work with, right? They take literally everything. Quick change, right? So they're very convenient. Rotary style hop chamber, 603 Type 4. It's got the works, man. Like, I'm telling you, a stock standard Gen 2 can outshoot a Crytek. Like, it just can. Like, we've done the comparison videos. It's not a surprise, right? Like, these guns do shoot very, very well, and there's a hell of a lot of potential for them. Any of the Gen 2 models, honestly, you'll be happy with. Eli Red, what is the best LMG for around the $300 mark? Eli, that is actually a very good question. And I'll be honest, there aren't too many that are going to be sub $300. And there are not too many that I would personally recommend. There are two models that I would suggest in the sub $300 models, but anything else lower than that, probably not a good idea, right? It also really depends on what it is that you're looking to do with it, right? Were you looking to keep it stock? You weren't hoping to upgrade it too much? I will say this, in general, when it comes to LMGs are going to be a project. It just is what it is, right? Most of them are going to require a little bit of work in order for them to get to the capacity or to the performance level that many would expect them to be at, right? A lot of LMGs out of the box, they don't really shoot that fast. A lot of them do need upgrades. Like, it is a mandatory you start upgrading some shit, like the piston, for example, right? And they need a really, really good shim job to them, right? Otherwise, it's going to be a matter of time before something breaks. That's just the reality when it comes to running an LMG. If you were looking for like one of the more convenient LMGs to get, in terms of just like, you don't need to upgrade too much to it at all. Going with any sort of like RPK, like they're a little bit pricey, right? Going with like an LCT RPK for sure. But again, those are going to be pricey. It's going to be above the price mark of $300. If you're looking for under, the only two that I would suggest, and even then, these will require a little bit of work as well. These Golden Eagle LMGs, right? Now hear me out. All right, just waiting for this to load. There. Did I misspell it? I sure did. Golden Eagle. What? I forgot to put it. Oh, I'm tired today. Golden Eagle LMG. There we go. One of these, right? Probably this is the most affordable one. Use coupon code 20th. This should discount it, I believe, to just right under $300. The JG Golden Eagle MCR short barrel variant is probably going to be one of the more convenient options in terms of being able to upgrade it, because it's still using a standard version 2 gearbox, right? Which means you can upgrade the shit out of this, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to be very easy to do so, right? These look cool. Don't get me wrong. These look absolutely cool. This is actually one of the prizes in someone. I'm not going to name who. It's up to them if they want to disclose that. But someone in the my private collection mystery box was able to win one of these, right? An absolute banger of an airsoft. I love this gun, right? Because it's simple, right? It's very easy to upgrade right out of the box, right? And this makes for a very solid foundation for your LMG build. But again, if you wanted to go up in price point, then yeah, now you have a few more options, like what I run, the Classic Army Mark 46, or Classic Army 249. That one also did require a bit of work as well, right? In order for it to be like to where it's at now. But when it comes to LMGs, if you don't mind them being a project, then yeah, then absolutely go for it, dude. I would say start off, make it easier for yourself though. Go with like the MCR, because that's like one of the easiest guns to work with, because again, it's literally just an AR. It's literally just an AR at the end of the day. It's still using the AR like lower. It's still using the version 2 gearbox, which again, plenty of upgrade parts for it. You can turn this thing into an absolute monster. The potential is like near limitless with this. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Admiral Potato, no. The only person that I think does, I believe, is Fidel. Fidel and Cisco, I think, are the only two that have seen my feet. Yeah. Admiral Potato, what's your obsession with my feet, bro? What's your obsession with my feet? Truchito Figueroa, do you guys ever stocking up on the KWA TK45? Here's the thing. KWA, yes, we want more KWA products. We would love more KWA products. However, KWA, if you're listening, I know y'all have the problem of stocking up on very little of your product. You guys will only bring in just a little bit of your stuff, right? And then you hope to spread it out through all the different airsoft regions. Here's the thing, guys. KWA, you want more of your products to sell, you got to bring more in, right? The people are asking for it. The people have spoken, and they want more KWA products, right? The TK45 is one of the products that we've been getting questions about. And trust me, guys, we want to bring it in, but it's going to be up to KWA if they can go ahead and bring the supply needed for the demand, right? Absolutely. We want them to. But the minute they do, you can bet your ass we're going to be able to go ahead and secure some for ourselves for you guys to buy as well. Isaias Unicorn listing doesn't say bucking and nub on the site, so it includes both, right? Depends. It depends on one. If it's an AEG one, it'll come included with the bucking and the nub. And it should say it in the actual like written description for it. But if it's the gas blowback one, it'll only come included with the bucking, because there's no nub. There's no nub for it, right? Keep scrolling through. Sure I'm missing anything? As you see, was awesome sub, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. The both the sub and the dub were actually really good. The sub was just solid. It was just a solid like performance, but the dub was just hilarious, right? Because there were some characters that were like, what? Like you can tell, like a lot of times when like companies will dub over their stuff. Sometimes they'll take a few, like the writers will have a little bit of liberty with like being able to translate, because not everything directly translates, right? Some of the jokes and some of the humor doesn't always translate over. So a lot of times these writers have to come up with their own jokes for the show itself that'll still keep in the spirit of the dialogue, but that will match the that'll fit the humor of the demographic a little bit more, or at least cater to our understanding of the language a little bit more, right? So some of the dialogue that came with the dub is hilarious, right? It's hilarious. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, I saw some questions here. Admiral Tate Hazy, I think you are the coolest, and I was wondering if you're... Oh my god. I'm not going to go ahead and answer that one. Not going to address that one. Lisa984, what's up with the new gambling game thing? I almost won the double barrel M4. So it's not a gambling thing. We do have the... like the free spins that we do. It's completely free, so it's not really gambling, so you're not losing anything, so not really gambling. Let's see. Is there anything I can do to upgrade my son's... This can't be Cameron. Anything I can do to my screen? LT12TK to tighten the spread. Barrel buckings has been catching flack at the field for it being an LT. First of all, don't listen to anyone being like, oh, it's an LT, that's your problem. First of all, fuck those guys. Seriously, fuck those guys. I'm sorry, I'm going to pardon my French, right? But fuck those guys, right? You can talk shit about like any airsoft brand, right? At the end of the day. And here's the thing, a lot of these airsoft brands, right? They're all this big secret guys. They're all a lot of them are the same. A lot of them come from the exact same fucking companies, right? If you want to get really into it, right? How many companies like actually make airsoft motors? I think there's 3. I think there's like 3 companies that make motors for airsoft guns, like all of them. They're all just rebranded, right? If I'm not mistaken, like it's like you get down into that. It's like who really makes this, who really makes that. Like it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter, right? Now, when it comes to being able to upgrade, like your the gun, then I would say yes for range and accuracy, bucking inner barrel, 100%. I highly recommend that you check out our listing of Unicorn Airsoft barrel. There we go, barrels. Right, there's a ton that are available. Just make sure that you're getting it for AEG specifically. Right, if you want to run a gas blowback, then you can get one for a gas blowback as well. Just make sure you're getting the right length. Make sure that you are getting the right specification for it. 603 Type 4 inner barrels. These things are smooth as butter, and they're gonna come, if you get the AG one, it's gonna come included with the bucking and the hop up nub right out of the box. And we're talking near R-hop levels of performance as well, right? Which is insane. These things are consistent as fuck, right? And they're really affordable. They start at like $30. They start at like $30. The most expensive one is like $90, but yeah, a lot of them are going to be in the $45 range too. So they're really, really fairly priced, more than fairly priced. Again, just make sure you're getting the right one for you. But yeah, that's going to be like an easy thing to upgrade, no problem. Make sure I'm missing anything. Yeah, trying to get all my brothers into Airsoft too now. Younger brother just bought his first gun. Brother-in-law's coming with me to D14 on the 28th, and sister-in-law's too. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. You got the whole family going, man. You got the whole family playing. That's actually pretty freaking sweet, dude. Pretty freaking sweet, Laush. Dude, that's freaking awesome. I actually got to bring my brother-in-law basically to play with me. It was just a regular pickup game, right? Just a regular pickup game at my field, and he was just like, oh man, like he was so sore. He was in so much pain, right? Because he said, oh, it always kind of looked cool, but he was always intimidated, right? He was always a little scared. He was like, oh, I don't want to look like a noob, right? I don't want to look like a... And I was like, dude, no one cares. No one gives a fuck, right? No one cares. We're all here to have fun, dude. So I finally convinced him, and he went out with me. We went super early in the morning, went to Wildlands. I let him borrow some gear, and he just stuck with me the entire time. Dude, it was fun, right? Like we were trying to like work together as a team and trying to like move up. And he got to meet a few of my friends. We had to leave a little earlier than I expected, but it was still fun, man. Like, and he was saying, like, as soon as we got back to his house, he was telling like the in-laws, he was like, oh man, like, you know, I was playing and I was doing this and I killed this guy. He was ecstatic. Like the very first game he had ever played, he was ecstatic, right? But he was saying, oh, my thighs hurt because I was like squatting the whole time. Dude, it was just so fun to see his face light up, right? His face was lit up. Because he was just so ecstatic talking about his experience playing, right? And I want everyone to have that experience, right? I still am waiting for the day that I can get my dad to come out and play, right? If I can get my dad to come out and play, like, I'm done, right? Like, absolutely, right? Because that's the experience that I've always wanted, and I always get so jealous every time I see, like kids whenever their dad, like, goes out and play with them. I'm like, man, y'all don't know how lucky you have it, man. That I would kill for that. I would kill to play Airsoft, right, for a day with my dad. That would be amazing. I actually got my fiance like playing too, right? Like when we're still just like, you know, dating, like she came out with me because she was like, yeah, I'll try it, right? And she said she actually liked it. She said she actually enjoys it, but too much sweat, too much. That's what I'm saying. If we were playing in a colder environment, I wouldn't have this problem. But honestly, yeah, everyone that I brought out to play Airsoft for the most part has actually really enjoyed themselves. This keeps scrolling up. I know someone that eats Oreos with mayo. Loneheart Kid, what the fuck? I don't know how to. Well, actually, I saw this thing, right? I forgot this dude's name on TikTok. But this dude, right? He'll go on and like he'll talk about like all these like secrets of like fast food stuff, right? Or like tips and tricks, right? And like certain recipes and shit. And he had this one, and he was apparently if you eat Oreos with sour cream, right? Apparently the way your like taste buds like work, it registers that like, because I guess those would be the ingredients to it, right? It registers that as like tasting like cheesecake, apparently. Like to your tongue, it tastes like cheesecake. Like you can almost kind of trick it into thinking that it's cheesecake. I know, like for a lot of cheesecake recipes, you would use sour cream, right? And I guess you could use the cream filling inside of like the Oreo That would also help as well. And I guess the only difference would be like the chocolatey from the actual like cookie itself, but it's crumbly enough that it feels like a cheesecake. So if you dip your Oreo in sour cream and you eat it all in one, start chewing it, apparently it'll taste just like a cheesecake. Crazy, I know, like, but apparently this is a real thing because more and more people can try. I'm gonna try it out actually fairly soon, so I'll keep you guys posted on that front. But yeah, apparently that's crazy, right? Can I be Stitch? Can I be Sergeant Soy Sauce? What the fuck? Stitch, that's, I mean, I guess if you're saying it, it's fine, but I was about to say, bro, that's a little racist, you know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I mean, you are Asian, so you can say it. You can lay claim to that, right? You can definitely claim that. I mean, if you want to, man. If you want to, Stitch, you definitely can. Sergeant Soy Sauce. Oh boy, that's, I don't know. When I say it, it sounds a little off. You know what I mean? Let's keep scrolling through. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so thank you. Let's see. Guys, remember, we only have 20 minutes left of the live stream. Once 20 minutes is it. That is done. We're over with the live stream, and the promo right above my head is actually going to be going away, right? So make sure that you take advantage now while you can. Right? Don't want to miss out. Remember, every $50 placed, you'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's going down this week, this Thursday, right? So don't miss out. Place your orders. It could literally be for internal parts, BBs, green gas. If you want to buy yourself a gift voucher, a gift card on our website, you are more than welcome to do so. It will take literally 1 business day for it to clear, right? And you can use that gift voucher to buy yourself something else and get yourself even more entries into the shopping spree giveaway. You can see, guys, you got to maximize your potential for winning. So don't miss out. All right. Now, with that said, let's keep going through. Lone Heart Kid, that's very Blade Runner vibe. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Make sure I don't miss anything. Great minds think alike. Absolutely. Why so many haters? Pun intended. Let's see here. I spent way too much time today daydreaming about a Tropic Thunder cosplay. Yo, that'd be dope. I mean, it'd be a little weird, you know, with Robert Downey Jr. blackface and everything. But, like, still, that'd be dope, right? That'd be dope, right? Just doing a whole, like, nom kit together. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Full Metal Jacket. Absolutely. Animal Mother was my favorite character in that whole thing, right? You talk the talk. Do you walk the walk? Let's see here. Kobayashi's Abraham made, or the Arcturus PP19 Z-Tech SP1 Carbine earlier today. Maybe the last one because it went out of stock after. Would that enter into the drawing tonight, or would that be Thursday? So the drawing isn't tonight. Tonight is the Q&A live stream. It's a no flightless live stream. It's the live stream that I like to do to answer airsoft questions. And I throw this promo above my head in there to help you guys increase your odds of winning. But since you ordered this, because literally all it is that requires to enter the giveaway on Thursday is just a $20 or greater orders. And since that gun is definitely more than $20, you definitely have an entry into that giveaway for sure, brother. For sure. Okay, let's see what's going on. What's going on? Ease, what's with the booty emojis? Real Wild 1 on the very first Pit Viper promo, Pit Viper Supremacy. Stitch, you will always find a way to mention Pit Viper Supremacy. Absolutely. Let's see here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Keep scrolling up. Feet pics come in mystery boxes. Lone Heart Kid, no, they do not. No, they do not. Not for free, my guy. Not for free. I don't think I can have a free airsoft gun. No. Unfortunately not. There are no free airsoft guns. Only airsoft guns at the best discounted prices you can find on the market. Just saying. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, Leafs fan 8034. I got some money for my B-Day. First of all, happy birthday, Leafs fan. Happy birthday. How old are you turning, bro? Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. I have enough guns. Should I get a membership to TAC? You think it's worth it? Leafs fan 8034. What I would suggest you do is get some tactical gear. Get some good Gucci tactical gear, right? Get some accessories. Load up on all the essentials for your airsoft guns to keep them running, to keep you playing for longer, and make yourself look cool. That's what I would say you would do with it. Wasn't it going to be like 1 LMG per squad and only able to fire like 30 BBs a second or something like that? If you're talking about like MSW, I don't remember. I don't believe so, because I've literally shown my gun off to like the cadre and they were like, yeah, it's fine. Like they didn't care. Let's see here. I think for regular fields, they are starting to put a limitation on LMGs. I think they are starting to put a limitation on the rate of fire of certain guns. So it depends on the field that you go to. And I think it was like, was it like 2 LMGs per squad? I'd have to look at the actual tax op too, Hillbilly, to make sure that I'm reading this right. But I remember it was like you could do 2 LMGs per squad, I believe. It was like 9 or more. Yeah, you can do like 2 LMGs if I'm not mistaken. You can do 2 DMRs. It's like there's a whole rule set for like what you can run with it. Let's see here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Peaches is equal to I see Ease. I see now. Yeah, they're going to be having Brewer. Yes, you are absolutely right. We are going to be updating the BB Wars tickets to also like show off like the new rules that SC Village and Biohazard have like come together and agreed upon. So we're going to be posting those rules very shortly, probably tomorrow, probably by tomorrow midday. You can check the ticket info and it'll actually say what the rule set is going to be. We'll also probably be posting the graphic around so that way you guys can see it as well. Not missing anything. Leaf fan, anything for thoughts on the new YouTube logo? Interesting. I did notice that, Leaf fan. Interesting YouTube logo. I dig it. Kobayashi's is this also being streamed somewhere else? No, it is the only streaming it's only gonna be streamed on YouTube. YouTube is going to be the only place that we are currently streaming right now. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, Dress, Cosman, what's the best high cap of 5.1 Marui alternative of clone that has parts interchangeably with the Marui 5.1? I was thinking that Golden Eagle high capas look nice and they are TM compatible. Yes, they are. So, bear in mind, Drix, Cosbane, like when it comes to clone high capas, even with the original TM, not everything was 100% drop-in. So, keep that in mind, right? Now, other alternatives, are they going to be interchangeable with their parts? Yes, absolutely. Some of them just require a little bit more work than others. Now, as far as some of my favorite like 5.1s, yes, the Golden Eagles are going to be a solid pick for sure, right? They're going to be a solid pick, and there's a lot of different colorways, different styles that you can build out. So yeah, I would say if you want to get one of the Golden Eagle high kappas, I would say yeah, that's definitely a solid pick. Golden Eagle high kappa. Just wait for this to load. That's the Ewok theme from Return of the Jedi. Anyway, yeah, there's a ton of different Golden Eagle high caps that you can get, different colorways, different styles, and they're all going to be really, really good, like freaking nice price, man. 113, that ain't bad, man. That's a really good price for a high kappa like this, full metal, and they're actually kind of snappy too. Like the recoil spring that they have on there is actually really good. It's got a nice snap to it. Like whenever you rack that slide back, it drives home like real quick too. Something weird that I noticed about it, but it was cool. But again, there are other different styles as well and other brands. Army Armament is another brand that I would maybe take a look at their high kappas. Depending on the model, it might not be as customizable when it comes to the externals, but still options that exist for you. Make sure I'm missing anything. Darktree, Isaias, are you watching Ahsoka? You damn right I'm watching Ahsoka. Well, like not to, like I have to wait till tomorrow for the next one. But you damn right I'm like caught up on Ahsoka. Here's the thing. Okay, spoilers. I'm putting spoilers in now. If you don't want to hear what happened and like me talk about the last Ahsoka episodes, like click off right now. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Okay, 3 spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Dude, like fucking episode, was it 5? It was episode 5 or episode 6 where like Anakin came out. Dude, like that was some of the best Star Wars media that I had seen in a quite a long time, right? Because I've been keeping up with like all the Star Wars shows, right? Even when it came to like Mandalorian season 3, don't get me wrong, I was definitely watching Mandalorian season 3, and there was some stuff that I really enjoyed. But Mandalorian season 3 like doesn't even hold a candle, honestly, to season 2. Season 2 Mandalorian was like my favorite Star Wars media that had come out in like recent years, right? Absolute banger, right? That and Tales of the Jedi was like, dude, I was in love, right? My girlfriend and I love Tales of the Jedi, right? We were absolutely in love with it, right? And season 2 of The Mandalorian was just beautiful. It was literally beautiful. Season 3 just felt like, all right, you can tell they're kind of drag on the story. They're trying to bring Grogu and drag him out as long as possible because he brings in the bank, right? He brings in the money. He makes like all the casuals watch, right? And I'm just like, man, just take him out. Have him focus solely on Mando himself, right? Focus on Din Djarin. That's all I want to focus on his bounty hunter adventures. That's really all I want to see, right? I just want to see a cold-blooded, like, Mandalorian war again, right, happen. And I got a little bit of that, but not a whole lot. But Ahsoka, like, did such a fantastic job. And it kind of addressed something. I know a lot of people were... I don't know if you guys have been watching it, but, like, I know a lot of people were complaining about the way Ahsoka was portrayed, that she's too jaded. She's not, like, happy-go-lucky, or she's not as, like, snippy, you know, literally snips like she used to be in the Clone Wars. But, I mean, it's like, hey, you know, we forget the last time we had seen her at that point was when she was saved in Rebels, right? And she had literally just found out, you know, she just got confirmation that Anakin had turned into Darth Vader, right? And of course, like, her whole world turned upside down. Of course she's going to be jaded, right? Of course she's going to be carrying around all this guilt. She's going to carry around all this darkness with her, right? She doesn't want to be associated with the Jedi. I get it, right? It makes sense when you look at it from a storytelling standpoint. So her being able to finally finish her training, get some closure with Anakin, right, allowed her to move forward and embrace the light once again. Like, that was really, really cool. Like, you guys must have noticed that, right? She went from literally wearing, like, gray, like, looking like Gandalf the Grey, to becoming Gandalf the White, like, towards the end of the episode. And then now Ezra's back, too. Like, I want Ezra to be given his lightsaber back already. I don't want him to, like, keep trying to use the Force to fight. I just want him to get a lightsaber already. Just let me see what a proper Jedi can do. Freaking hell. I got so much to say, but I could take up the entire stream, honestly, just talking about Star Wars. Did BB Wars rules get finalized for LMG, Zachary? Yes, again, I will be updating the rule set probably by tomorrow, midday, to list everything required for LMGs and for everything, so we'll all be on the same page. Make sure you're missing anything. Okay, I think we should be caught up there. Okay. Christopher Kale, what do you think the best sidearm for field gameplay? Really, ultimately, Christopher, like, as long as you have a gun that is very easy to find parts for, easy to find magazines. So honestly, like, the two best platforms you can get is either a TM Spec High Kappa or a TM Spec 1911, right? Either one of those, you'll be fine, right? You can get something, like, you'll be able to load up on magazines, you'll be able to find parts. When eventually you wear stuff down, it's going to be very easy to find stuff for it, right? That would be what I would suggest. Darktree, Isaias, could you point me in the direction for some good goggles to go with my helmet? Darktree, ultimately depends on what you ultimately like and what you think. Again, for my personal preferences and what I use for, and what most of the guys on my team for Milsim events we usually use, something like this, ASG Strike. Right? Something simple. Don't keep it bulk. Don't make it super bulky. Keep it very simple, right? Rock something like this, and you're done, right? Like, literally, you're done. It makes it so much easier to actually aim down sights. You don't need to worry about, like, oh yeah, these goggles are so big and they're so hot and, like, heavy. Like, you don't got to worry about that at all. Open a flagship on the East Coast. You guys have no idea how bad we need a good airsoft store. We would love to go ahead and expand, but that's going to require the continued support of the Mayo Gang and shoppers like you. Again, guys, make sure that you get all your airsoft goodies from Airsoft GI. All of them from Airsoft GI, right? Because, again, we're the only airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. And again, promo above my head, every $50 that you spend per order will get you 5 entries into that shopping spree giveaway. So do not miss your chance. Seize the opportunity and claim that prize all for yourself. Don't miss out. Sure, I'm missing anything? Okay. Answer that one. I use ESS crossbows. I actually own some ESS as well. I actually own the crossbows. Dude, they're dope. I got them as a gift from the old tech Taylor when we first became friends. He actually gifted them to me, and I was like, dude, these are nice, right? And I've used them ever since. But a lot of fields actually won't count that as full seal because there's no, like, gasket underneath. So you'd have to get, like, either a gasket kit or for something. But as is, like, they won't be allowed for a lot of the fields out here because they have to be actually full seal. They are curved, but they still need to have, like, an actual, like, little foam, right, so they sit in place. So there's no risk of them slipping through. Okay, I think I should be caught up with the most recent comments. Let's go down to the most recent stuff now. Okay, let's go down. Dominic R. Isaias, do you guys still do upgrades? Depends on what it is. Gearbox-wise, no, we do not. Dominic R., I believe I actually answered your DMs earlier. Unfortunately, we do not have a full-time tech currently available, so we cannot take in full-time tech work until we can hire a full-time tech. Once we do, we'll be able to go and start taking check-ins for Gearbox work, but until that time, we won't be able to right now. Just is what it is. If it's a small thing that's not required, like to get into the Gearbox, then yeah, we should be able to. Let's see here. So I'm getting a green gas HKMP7 blowback. Any tips I should know about? Sean Varela, good choice. What I would suggest is you clean it often. Clean it very often. Even clean the magazines because dust gets in there like crazy. Try not to drop it as much as possible because the gas blowback, well, it depends, I guess, which one, right? Whether you're getting the KWA or if you're getting the VFC one, right? The KWA one will break towards the rear. That's like a very common place where it cracks on the body itself. It'll actually crack towards the rear very often. Not enough for it to break the whole gun, but it does happen, and it's quite a common thing. So just be careful. Casper, any like those ASG glasses with dark or interchangeable lenses? I know Vulcan did have with their Vulcan Zulus or their Vulcan Echoes. They actually had different colored lenses. They had yellow and they had a like a dark gray tint. I believe those might be sold out though. Vulcan Echo. Yeah, the Vulcan Echoes are sold. Okay, Vulcan Zulus. Those are sold. Damn. Yeah, those are sold out right now too. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be the ASG runs right now that we have currently available for them. But yeah, the Vulcan did make the yellow tint and the dark gray tint as well. Let's see here, make sure there's anything. Okay, answer that one. I answered that one. Makio shot me randomly in the staging at TAC the other day. My legs still hurt. Oh, bro, I feel bad, dude. I'm sorry. That sucks. Jed Ripley, what's your go-to gun when it comes to indoor airsoft? When it comes to indoor, I usually will go with either like one of my like CQB ARs, but honestly, what I prefer using for indoors, MP5. I like that. The MP5 that I own is freaking sweet. I own an old G&G PM5 electric blowback, right? And those are hard. Those are rare to find nowadays, right? I love mine. Have a gate tight installed. Have some 13-to-1s, new motor, and that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna get a new unicorn barrel in there just because, like, why not, right? I want to go ahead and get that, see that increased range and consistency, right? But yeah, dude, like that. I love my MP5 right now. That was built out for me. Like, that's one of my favorite guns to use, especially indoors. I gotta put my freaking my Bifrost on there too. Now that I think about it, I have my Bifrost sitting on my 416. But I gotta put that on my MP5, so when I go to N1 again, like, dude, it's gonna be nice. I love my Bifrost tracer unit. Guys, we have like literally 3 minutes left of the live stream. Make sure that you guys ask your airsoft related questions, or you can ask me personal questions too. I don't mind answering them. I literally just went on like a 5-minute rant talking about freaking Star Wars right now, talking about Ahsoka and Mandalorian. So I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. Again, 3 minutes left of the stream. Make sure you take advantage of the promo going on right now, and if you haven't already, make sure to buy your BB Wars tickets. It's not too far away. All right, making the entire cast for Ahsoka series, I couldn't do it anymore. Started being too obvious. There's a hillbilly. I think that's a stretch, bro. I'll be honest. I think that's a stretch. I really don't see too much of a political anything really in Star Wars when it comes to, at least in that show. I'm not saying that there can't be in other series or like planned series in the future, but honestly, I didn't really feel that way when it came to Ahsoka or any of the recent, or at least too much anyway. I think that's a bit of a stretch if I'm being honest. Honestly, like, I think give it a chance, right? Like, seriously, give it a sincere chance, and honestly, you'd actually be surprised how much good stuff can come from it too. Casper, new airsoft here. Any M4 recommendations? I mean, when it comes to like any M4s, I mean, at the end of the day, like, just going with an AR platform in general is going to be a solid pick, right? It's just going to be a solid pick in general. Just because, again, if you're going with any AR, AEGs, automatic electric guns, then you're going to be like blessed with a plethora of upgrade parts, like upgrade components, internals, externals. You're gonna the world's your oyster at that point, right? So at that point, you can pretty much go with whatever you like. However, some of my favorite brands and some of my lineups that I would usually suggest, like top 3 right now, I'd say Classic Army is definitely one. I would say Lancer Tactical for sure. Lancer Tactical / Specna Arms, because they're literally the exact same damn company. They're coming from the exact. At least they're coming from the exact same fucking place. Anyway, they're coming from the same damn factory. And then I would say probably Arcturus would probably be the third. Yeah, I'd probably say Arcturus would be my third. Any one of those brands, and honestly, you are chilling. Big chilling. Bing chilling. Jed Rippy, favorite brand for MP7s? Interesting. I'd probably say the VFC. I like the KWAs because they're a little bit more affordable, but the VFC one does shoot a little bit nicer in my opinion. And it doesn't crack. Like, the body doesn't crack as often as the KWA ones do, actually. Then again, the VFC ones are going to be a little bit pricier, but I do feel like they are worth it. Okay, answered that one. Best Star Wars movie, and why is it Empire Strikes Back? Cavern, I'm going to go, actually, and suggest, even though Empire Strikes Back, I think, is definitely, like a contender for sure. It was my favorite. I think that the best Star Wars movie, in all seriousness, is Revenge of the Sith. I'm going to say it. It's Revenge of the Sith. I genuinely believe that because it ties literally everything together so well, right? And it literally gets a huge emotion. Not saying that Empire Strikes Back didn't, but I genuinely cried watching Revenge of the Sith the first time I saw it, and still to this day, if I watch it, I will still get a little teary-eyed watching it, right? And it still holds up. It still holds up, in my opinion, even though that, they use a little bit too much CG. Yeah, for sure, I can see that argument, but it still holds up, man. It still holds up. All right, guys, that is going to be the end of the No Flightless live stream. Thank you to everyone that tuned in for tonight's live stream. I had an absolute blast hanging out with everyone. A big shout out to everyone that asked their question. Again, guys, I want to make sure that everyone has a safe space, that they feel that they can ask their questions, not be judged in any sort of way. Again, this is a safe space. I want you guys to feel welcome, to all my viewers out there. Again, everyone, big shout out to you guys for choosing to spend your free time hanging out with me and the rest of the Mayo Gang. Guys, make sure to go ahead and take advantage of everything that we have going on right now. Again, right now, we have a ton of stuff that is discounted right now. So we're talking some major discounts too. Not only that, we have some new products that are available as well. Make sure to go ahead and pick up, if you haven't already, right? I've been talking about it all stream. Make sure to pick up your tickets for BB Wars. It's going to be happening October 21st. That's like a little over 2 weeks away. Tickets are available for both the Empire and for the Rebellion for $50 each right now. And not only that, we have the return of the Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box. Version 2 available right now. Automatic free shipping. $179. 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. And an insane prize list with the grand prize of the Tokimarui Next Generation Recoil Shock Mark 46. You guys do not want to miss out. An absolute banger of a mystery box. Again, big shout out to everyone that chose to spend their free time hanging out. It means the absolute world to me that you chose to hang out with me and the rest of the Mayo Gang. My name is Isaias, and I'll be seeing you guys on tomorrow's live stream. Cisco and I will be going live tomorrow around 3:30, so make